All right, guys, welcome back to another New Legacy podcast. I got my man with me right here. These guys are freaking, you guys got the best podcast studio in Brentwood, California. So there's no challenges for you guys on this side. So Danny Garcia, Angel Gutierrez,
Yes.
The Roots of Ambition. This is your podcast set. And believe it or not, you guys built this in like no time.
Yeah.
And I'm the first paying guest still. So I just want to put it out
More
there.
to
right?
come.
More to come.
Well, a lot more to come, actually.
Let's go.
You guys got no challengers on this side of the house, right?
Yeah.
But, you know, we saw each other like, 2-3 weeks ago?
Yeah.
And you guys always max out energy, everything you do.
Yeah.
And a little quick story, like, how did you guys meet each other? Because you guys are like pretty perfect fit in terms of like business partner-wise.
Go, I'll let you start, bro. Go ahead.
So we met, what,
It was love at first sight.
Love
Yeah?
at first sight.
That's wild.
About 19 years ago, I think.
Yeah.
So we both work in real estate in different forms, right? So I work for a multifamily company.
Yeah.
And Danny services a multifamily company on his companies that he owns. And so I met him. He was one of my vendors. And he actually worked for a company that I was about to fire, and then he came in as a new vendor, and
New supervisor.
a new supervisor. And so basically, he came in, and my first meeting with him was basically giving him, like, "Hey, this is what I expect of you guys. You guys are about to get fired," and he's like, "Give me a chance." And he was like, you know, as he likes to put it, was his worst fucking customer.
Yes.
And everything I put him through, like, I expect you to do this. If you say this is gonna be done, he was doing. So then I started to kind of loosen up, and I was like, all right, this guy's a cool guy. We started shooting the shit, and I think, I don't know if it was right before my wedding or right after my wedding, we started talking about like
Right before your wedding.
I was about to go on
you're
this
about to go
wedding, and we just hit it off, and then from there we started hanging out.
Yeah, man. For me, bro, I came up to San Jose from San Diego.
Yeah.
And I was looking for just something different, man. You know what I mean? I wanted to kind of rattle my own cage, right? And after him and I started talking, he became the very first friend that I really had up here in San Jose. But he was the complete opposite of all my friends I've ever had throughout my whole life, right? But then I started to notice, like, man, this guy's really smart, right? And he's a good dude. He's young. And bro, no time, man, we started going out to bars, and we got the wives together. We started going to play pool, going to parties. And then after that, bro, what is it now, 2025?
Yeah, it's been
That's my
almost
brother.
20 years.
That's my
Wow.
brother.
And obviously it helped that the wives liked each other.
Yeah.
That was easy.
Yeah, bro.
That is crazy. Damn. 25 years.
You know, and then, bro, 25.
Low key, I'm kind of jealous because I don't have any, like, you know, business partner that's like,
Yeah,
it's
dude.
a lot of like this.
Yeah, exactly. So I had that at the beginning until I kind of like really started changing the way I started thinking. But I think the coolest part is throughout our years, bro, as we're both growing in our lives as men, young men, me as a father, you know, I was going through a lot of personal stuff, right? And I was even scared to tell him, as close as we were, I was scared to tell him, like, what I was going through internally, what I went through as a kid, and what I'm battling, drug addiction, but trying to be present and trying to be a father, right? But all the conversations that we had led to us doing this podcast. Because we're like, I think we have something to offer just other men in general and other people, and women, men, whoever, life.
Yeah.
You know, because we've had deep conversations, and we're like, damn, bro, I think we can change the world, dog.
Because whenever we were going through something,
think we
whatever we
could.
were going through, we were just talking about it. And sometimes there was a few times it started kind of as a funny thing.
Yeah.
Like I would, you know, me, him, and our other good friend, Ivan, we would usually be the three of us, and we'd get a little too drunk, and literally think we're gonna have all
the answers.
the answers to the world's problems. And I start recording us, kind of like, and then I would send it the next day. Just look fucking drunk, guys. But then it became kind of serious because sometimes we're like, okay, if you take away the fact we're fucking wasted, there's something here.
Yeah.
And so that's.
Have you guys heard of the theory of universal truth?
No. That sounds familiar, though.
Okay. So, like, there's just certain things in the universe that you can't, like, be taught in the classroom for, right?
Right.
It's a lot of intuition.
Right.
So, like, like one person can say one sentence and the next person can say the same sentence, but that person converts someone to do something. You see this a lot in sales, right? Powerful. It's not like straightforward. It's like something else, you know?
Yeah.
And I've learned a lot of universal truth being a business owner the last like 2-3 years, right? And you guys know that because you guys have been in business for much longer.
Yeah.
And you're able to see if a person is good or bad, maybe like further down the line than they can actually see it for themselves, you know?
Yeah.
And it's just specific traits. And, you know, I think when like the egos drop, right?
Yeah.
But you just said something exactly perfect.
Yeah,
the ego is
take it out real quick, and then I think all of us wants to do good for other people.
100%, brother.
Right. But
100%.
when your needs are not met, you're more destructive.
Right.
Right. But you know, there's a lot of universal truth.
100%.
A lot of things are coming at me pretty fast, and I'm like, pop, 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 pop. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Hell yeah. I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
And then like I don't have like crazy fame yet, but I'm just saying like I've been around like famous people.
Yeah.
Man,
a lot to learn.
It's like, let's say like you can be like perfectly how you are right now. You're functioning well. And if I throw fame in an equation, some people can't handle that stress.
Yeah. Different kind of stress.
Yeah, you handle it a different way. Some people may be destructive. Some people may do well with it, or some people just takes them a minute to figure it out.
Yeah.
Or that ego gets in the way.
Well, the ego speaks.
That's
up.
when
Yeah. I've seen like friendships get destroyed by fame.
Yeah.
I've seen relationship get destroyed by fame. I've seen a lot.
Damn.
You know, and I'm like watching it, and I'm, you know, it's crazy. It's like,
yeah. You know, what's crazy though, bro, is a lot of people tell you, I want to see you excel.
Yeah.
I want to see you win. I want to see you do good. But then when you start to win and do good, then all of a sudden you changed.
Yeah. Well, because they
What's
want
the
you to do
you?
better, and they want you to do well, just not better than them. So the moment you cross the line is when that starts happening.
But that's a universal truth. They're not going to tell you that.
100%.
No one teaches you that shit. You know what I'm talking about?
I think that's one of the things where, you know,
I'm trying to make sure that was recorded.
Yeah, bro, that was
fine.
good right
that was
there.
Fine. See, like,
yeah. I think that's one of the reasons why, for whatever reason, we just always clicked. And I feel like we've always been genuinely happy for each other's growth.
Exactly.
Right? Like I've, excelled my career before he had a business, and he was genuinely happy. I've never felt any sort of ego out of Masami, and I don't feel like you felt it for me, because I've always been happy on his way up.
Yeah.
Like it's very rare, especially in men relationships, friendships, that you don't have that, like the competition we have, like he pushes me by just doing better. Like and I hope I am doing the same.
Yeah.
And so sometimes that doesn't happen. I have other relationships where my friends, like there's certain things I can't say because they're not doing as well as me. And it's kind of like I have to.
Isn't that like kind of a thing, like?
And so, is weird. We're like, we just.
Brother, I just want us all to win.
Yeah,
I want you to win, bro.
I want you to win too.
I want you to win. How can I help you win?
Yeah.
Right? That's like, you know what I'm saying? Use me, I use you, we both win, everyone's happy, bro.
Yeah. Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
We
That's
can all
my
be part of
philosophy.
the party. Like, why?
Yeah.
Let's do this together.
It doesn't have to be scarcity.
Yeah. I could see, like, in your guys' relationship, just from this conversation alone, that Danny excel at a lot of things, but what he does is he triggers some people, and then instead of them referring him out, they gatekeep him. Like his whole thing,
Yeah.
You might not get the attention that Danny gets. You got like the back end of the resource really good, but people do refer you. And then when they refer you out, you put Danny in that spot.
Yeah.
He gets the shot. You see what I'm talking about?
We played that really well.
I already see the game.
But that only can happen with you controlling the ego.
Exactly. But the thing is, like, Danny is happy. He's shiny, right?
Yeah.
People don't want to, because that's me. Like, I do good for people, and they gatekeep me. They don't refer me out.
Wow.
That's their competitive edge.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
But that's
brother.
like another universal truth. Like,
Yeah.
I was like, wait a minute. So if you do good, you get gatekeep, and that holds you back. So you gotta figure out. You gotta find your own voice.
Because you're the secret A's, right? That you don't want to give it away.
Yeah, you're the secret edge, right?
Yeah, for them, right?
Might be good for them, but not good for you.
Exactly.
You're ambitious and you have like certain milestone you want to hit real fast. You know.
Yes, sir.
Is that crazy? I like the universal truth.
It is, yeah.
I'm gonna write that one down, bro.
Yeah,
I'm gonna write. I've heard it before, but yeah.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah. Hey, teamwork makes the dream work, bro.
Yeah, as long as you come at the baseline of like, okay, I can take care of myself and everything else is a bonus.
Yeah.
Right.
It's good, but like, I know a lot of people have scarcity mindset.
Well, so like for me, bro, I mean, before we move on, just really quick, like for me, I found out really quick what I'm good at. Yeah. Right? I found out where I excel. I also found out really quick on the areas I suck at. Right? So what I've learned is double down on what you're good at and focus on that. On the other things you're weak at, put your people in position to guard you and take care of those areas. While you are great at what you do, let me be great at what I do, and we work together. Guess what? We all win. Yeah. So like for Angel, this is his thing. You know, this is where Angel fucking kills it, man. You put Angel behind a laptop and figure out the technology, and then also pushing him to get out of his comfort zone and get in front of the camera, and then you give me the opportunity to just speak. Right now we're working together. Yeah. Right. And that's what a lot of people don't understand. Like they always ask me, how did you grow these businesses by yourself? I'm like, no, dude, no. I don't work like that. I work with a team. Yeah. Right. Because I can't do what I do by myself. There's just no way. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. And both companies that I've grown have, I'd like to say the word, you know, we come together like Voltron. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We all come from different pieces.
You know, Voltron, you might be too young for that one.
No, it's like the Avengers, old school, right? Yeah, like they all come together and they form one big ass, like the Power Rangers.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like,
we just come together and we attack, bro. Yeah. Right? And that's the thing that most people don't understand when I talk to these companies and they're like, well, me and you, Danny, we started our business at the same. And now it's 8 years later and you're all the way up here. Yeah. What did you do different? And I'm like, well, who's your partners? Yeah. Well, nobody. Just who's doing this and then who's doing that? Who's in charge of sales? Who's in charge of operation? Well, me. Well, that's your problem, bro. You can't do it by yourself and scale to that level. No way.
Yeah. But that thing, that mentality, it works. But there's one flaw, and if you don't do this step, it's not gonna work. Is you have to be 100% honest on what you excel at. Right? So for you to be honest at what you're good at and what you're not good at, you have to actually know that, like, you know what, I'm not good at this part. This is where this is my blind spot, which he's figured out and he's gotten better of, like, right? Because I've known him 20 years. 20 years ago, he was not in the same mindset. Right now is a different Danny. And that ability is, I agree, because I've seen it worked. I use it personally at work as well. But it only works if you're honest. Like if somebody else is having to give you the feedback or the advice on what you are not good at, then you have a problem. You should be the best person that knows yourself. And once you know that, then you can fill the gaps, as he's saying. But it starts internal.
100%.
I think like what Danny's good at is like he's conviction, emotion, confidence, straight, and then you're the brain like behind it. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. And you're just like, all right, move in that direction. Yeah. Boom. You know. Yeah. Okay, so before we go to the next phase, Danny, tell the audience a little bit about yourself, where you came from, how was your upbringing, you know, and what's your like rock bottom that you decide you want to be, 10.0 version of you today.
Let's go, baby.
And same for you. They're going to ask you after. Yeah.
My name is Danny Garcia, born and raised in Southeast San Diego, Logan Heights. The area I come from was the exact bottom of the pit. Survived a lot of drugs, abuse, trauma, child molestation, being left at homes where you just shouldn't have been left at. But through all that thick and thin, somehow, some way, made it out the gutter, little by little, right? One day, I had the opportunity to move to San Jose, and it was the best opportunity that I was able to have because it got me out of my whole San Diego. San Diego was just became an Achilles heel to me. It was just hard because I had distractions everywhere, dude. You know, anywhere I tried to run from these distractions, I would run into another one, right? So I had the opportunity to take where the business I was working at to fill in the gap in San Jose. Worked for a bathtub refinishing company. They gave me the opportunity to be a general manager. Moved up to San Jose, only had 3 technicians. Within a year, I grew from 3 technicians to 10 technicians, right? Business started booming. I started to really learn the business. Until one day, Leon, I mentioned it before, Leon, he was an apartment manager, bro. He brought me to his office. He says, you got to sit down. I'm like, damn, bro, he's going to fire me, bro. What did I do wrong, right?
Yeah.
Like, because everything I do with passion. I care about everything. What did I do? And he says, man, close the door. You don't own this business that you work for? I'm like, no. He's like, what do you mean? You run it like it's your business. So I told him no, and he's like, bro, you need to open your own business. You're that good. You need to be making your own money. You need to believe in yourself. And I've heard people say it before, but the way he said that to me, to this day, I hear it in my head verbatim, how he said it, the tone in his voice, the stern look in his face, him pointing at me, right? It was just very chillful time, bro. So fast forward, man, I was scared to jump and start my own business. I had a family, I had kids, I had babies, I had bills, I had a house, finally bought a house. And I got to the point where other people started telling me, you need to start your business, right? And again, bro, where we come from, it's no one gives you that belief, bro, that you can do that, right? You're supposed to sell drugs.
Yeah.
You're supposed to be a gangster. You're supposed to get in trouble. You're supposed to do dumb shit, go to jail, right? Be the baddest dude in jail. That was like the ultimate hoorah. I never went that route because I was never a follower. Never a follower. I was always a leader. I was always different. I always marched to my own beat and my own drum, right? But when it came to starting a business, I was a scared rabbit.
Yeah.
Right? I didn't have anyone to go to. So 2015 comes, with 14, we bought a house. 2015 comes, I start to realize, hold on, man. I started getting this confidence, bro. Like, I think I can do this, bro. I know a lot of people here. I know the business. I know the industry. I know I can get customers, right? So I told the boss, man, I was like, hey, bro, it's time, man. Either you pay me a lot more or give me a certain percentage of this business, because I grew San Jose.
Yeah.
You went from making 50K here to making 300K every month. And that was 100% me.
Damn.
That wasn't you. You only came up here once a year, bro. Right? I never called you. I told him I never called you. I never bugged you. I always handled shit. I fired people. I hired people. I trained people. I recruited people. I picked up the properties. I did it all. He basically looked at me at the other side of the lunch table and said, nope, that's as much as you're going to get.
Damn.
That day, bro, on the way home, I was pissed, bro. I almost jumped over the table to beat the brakes off of him. But that's what I needed, bro. This fire, something just cracked inside my head, bro, and my chest, bro. I just felt this unbelievable, fucking crazy amount of fire, bro. Like, either you do it now or you're never gonna do it. I went home, I told my wife, this is it. In 6 months, we're gonna sell this house. I'm gonna get my business license. We're gonna move to Brentwood. With the extra money from the house, we're gonna buy trucks. We're gonna start the business. Give me 2 months. We're gonna start making 50K a month, and 100K a month, and a 200, and 300. I wrote it all down, verbatim. Everything I wrote down, everything I manifested, everything I saw came to life within a year, bro. Right? Within 1 year, I already had 10 technicians.
Wow.
Right? I had a house. I convinced a family to come in and move with us to help us grow this business. Yeah. Drugs was always a problem in my life. I was able to hide them from everyone. I was able to play stupid. I was always able to do enough drugs where I wasn't overly dumb, but it numbed a lot of the trauma that was embedded into my soul from being a kid where I come from. So 2020, fast forward to 2020, bro, it got really bad. My mom dies. The drugs got worse. I couldn't control it. The voices in my head got louder, more negative. I started talking suicidal thoughts to myself. I was crying for help. I just didn't know how to ask for help, right? I was treating my wife like shit. I was treating my kids like shit. But I never treated the business like shit because I know the family needed the business. So I needed to be there for the business. One day, bro, came back from a camping trip. I was supposed to take my daughter to Oregon to go play in the softball tournament. And I convinced my wife that I needed to stay home to rest. I went out, I bought 2 big ass bottles of Oxycontin, 2 8-balls of Coke, right? Fucking tequila bottles, vodka bottles. And I convinced myself I was either gonna shoot myself or I was gonna die from an overdose. One of those 2 things was gonna happen. And bro, I tell you, I walked up to my room and I saw myself in the mirror and I didn't recognize this guy. This guy was different, bro. His eyes were red from crying. His shirt was ripped. He had white powder all over his face. And I just kept slamming pills. I ran out of my pills and I started downing freaking Tylenol pills, ibuprofens, anything I can get, my sleeping pills. I just started swallowing shit. And I turned and I walked towards my bedroom and everything went black. I heard someone, bro, like you talking to me right here say, get up. Get up, Danny. It's time for you to get up. My eyes open, bro. My whole body was full of throw up, unmelted pills, right? I had stuff all over my eyes, my face. I couldn't breathe, right? I couldn't scream. And I kept hearing someone tell me, get up. You have to get up. And then I started screaming for my wife. I started screaming for my son. I was screaming for help. I was like, who's here? Nobody's supposed to be here. And as I'm crawling to the toilet, I'm shaking, bro, shaking like crazy, falling on my face, right? I didn't have the power to get up, so I kept crawling, and I make it to the toilet. I start throwing up, and I look down, and I'm full of blood and throw up and yellow stuff and just all kinds of stuff, man. And hours went by, and at that point right there, I knew I tried to kill myself, and it didn't happen, dude. You need help. And you need help right now. And the only way that I was going to get help was if I came clean to my son. Because I had my son at a very early age and I was his hero. And I know if I came clean to him, there was no going back. So I called him, he came, and I came clean, man. I told him everything. And we had a moment together. My sister drove up overnight to be there, and my sister's very heavy into the word, and we started talking, and a couple of days go by, my wife comes back from the trip, and I told him to leave the house, take the kids, I need to tell her, right? I came clean to her, and I lied to her for years. I never told her anything. I kept hiding what was hurting me inside. 2020, there's no places to go to get clean from drugs. So we go to the hospital and I'm talking to the doctor, and the doctor comes in, he says, man, you took enough fucking pills and drugs to kill a fucking horse, bro. How are you still alive? Like they did all my blood tests, they did everything, right? And I told him, man, you might think I'm crazy, bro, but God was in the room with me. I heard him, bro, right? And I don't know, bro, from that point, I started to feel something different inside. And I told him, so what do we do here? How do I get clean? And he's like, well, the good news is you're alive. The bad news is there's no place available for you to go to get clean. So you have to go home, kick your family out the house, take all the drugs out the house, and you have to clean up. So me and my wife kind of freaked out. And for the next 6 to 9 months, bro, my wife, God bless her heart, bro, she lived with the devil for 6 months, cleaning up and dealing with those emotions that I've trapped and hid and ran from for so long, the memories, the feeling that comes with those memories, the voices, the crying as a kid, the begging your parents, your mom, not to leave you in these houses and her not believing you what was going on, Like dealing with that shit with no drugs was so hard, bro. I wanted to kill myself so many times after that. But my wife stayed in that room with me, bro. She fought that dude toe to toe. She prayed over me. She cried with me. She kept me locked up in the room. And finally one day, bro, I go to church, FC Fellowship, and it was honestly, bro, the message today was forgiving yourself and forgiving your past. And it was like, there was a reason why I decided to come to church today, because that was the message that I needed to hear. And from that moment on, man, I started to realize as a man, you have two lives. Mm-hmm. One when you're born, and the second when you figure out why you were born. And I really decided at that point, bro, like at this point, everything died. Everything. You died yesterday. This is a new Danny. Who does this Danny want to be? How effective does he want to be? How can he help people? How can he inspire? And I started to understand my purpose, right? And I started to really understand what I can do in this world to help other people, help other men, be a voice of reason, help, be the light, be the pillar, right? Also lead by example. Right? I'm not perfect, but I'm working every day to do the best I can to preach the right word, to preach to people the right thing, that if I can do it, you can do it. You're not alone. I get people every day now, bro, on my DMs asking me, talking to me about inspiration, how I help them. Can you call me? Can you give me a few words? The reason why I had to step outside is a guy from Idaho, his wife reached out to me and said, my husband went through the same thing. He needs your voice right now. Please give him a call. And I called him. We had a good 10, 20-minute conversation about my life, talking about everything here to relate with him and tell him he's not alone, right? That there's help out there. That's my purpose, bro.
I got chills.
So that's why I'm here.
Chills. I got
it's a powerful story.
Yeah, like my legs too. I was like,
yeah, it's a powerful story.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man. So every day, bro, I wake up with the purpose, man. I wake up chasing. I wake up pushing. I wake up like the lion, bro. I want to get up and eat. And the way I look at it is my eating is helping people, getting out there, pushing people.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're still here, motherfucker.
Love you, brother.
Yeah. Cheers, man. That was wild. Here.
Cheers, brother.
That was damn.
Thank you,
my right leg has got some chills right now. That is insane.
So,
but I think God put in your faith. This is your second life.
Yes.
And it's the faith is like, I can't help people with that issues that you could help them with because I haven't been there.
Right.
Probably would never be there, right? That's not my faith. But you got that as I went to that dark side. I was willing to give up everything.
You can speak that language.
You could speak, like, you could pull them back.
Yeah.
You could give them a different direction.
Absolutely.
But that's your fate, though.
Yeah.
You know? I believe, like, everyone has, like, your destiny is already, like written,
Yeah.
And you just got to live it.
Thank you. And that's what and bro, and some of the words you've told me, right? Like some of the things you told me, like, man, you got to do a little bit more. You got to push a little bit more, right? You got to let that beast out, right? And to me, when I hear that, it's like, man, I love to feel challenged, right? Because in that form, in that aspect, how many more people can I help?
Oh, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's the goal.
Because I remember when I first met you, right?
Yeah.
You were talking really good, and you were on Justin's podcast.
Yeah.
But I realized you were holding yourself like 30% back. And I was like, just say it. Just say what you're going to say.
Yeah.
Because, I come from a different background where I do a lot of famous people's content.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And I seen that you're like, he's going to make it in this content game. But he's holding back because he's dealing with too many normal people around him.
Yeah, yeah.
And he can't really say what he really wants to say, And things sometimes doesn't go the way he wanted. That's how I was like, just say it. Just say it, Like, you're going to just like, the weak people that can't be around you is going to depart.
Yeah.
But you're going to attract stronger people with more resource, brain power, smart. It's like a different tiers of people.
Absolutely.
But yeah, I just felt that like you wanted to say it.
Yeah.
Certain things you want to give them your truth opinion.
Yeah.
But thank you for sharing that, because
Thank you, brother.
that was. You guys need to chop this up somewhere, put it on
Yeah,
YouTube.
yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
100%.
That's like.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate
That's like,
you.
welcome to my landing page right there. Book a call. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yes, sir, brother. Yes, sir.
Like, I do the podcast not because like just for podcast purposes. I wanted to like get amazing clips out of it.
Yeah.
And I know in order to get amazing clips out of it, we need to like have a 10, 20 minute like chat, and then it's just flow state. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
And that's like for everyone I work with.
Right.
That's how I see it. Right. And okay, now it's for your turn, Angel.
Let's go to work, Angel.
Angel, I know you're a very logical person, but just take the logical side and push it back a little bit.
All right.
And tell people like who you really are.
I'll do my best.
No, I mean,
but yes. All right. So I'll kind of start from the beginning. So I was actually born here, but then my parents split up when I was under 2 years old, and we went back to Mexico, and then I grew up in Mexico. So I always tell everybody I consider myself an immigrant, even though I'm technically not an immigrant, but that's how I identify here.
Yeah.
So I grew up in Huentitan, which is a small little neighborhood in Mexico, in a really, really poor. So Mexico poor, like there's different levels of stuff. Me and my wife always joke, it's like, she grew up poor in Oakland, I grew up poor in Mexico. It's a different level. So my house had dirt floors. I didn't have no running water. The roof was cardboard with tar.
Whoa.
So you can see through. I mean, it was a different level of poverty.
Yeah.
But I grew up with a lot of family, and to be honest, is some of it I didn't even realize as much, because it's just life, until you see backwards, then now you see it. But I grew up with a single mom. My dad was in the picture every now and then. He'll come in, abuse her, leave. So I got to see a lot of that from a younger age. Grew up with a bunch of aunts. So most of my mom and my aunts, most of them were single parents, and we lived in my grandma's house. So small house. Sometimes there would be 3-4 families living together. One bathroom, no running water. It will rain. It will flood. So sometimes it would be 2-3 in the morning. You wake up. There'll be this much water with rats and shit, and it was not fun.
Yeah.
Later on, so I started working since I was young. I've been working full time since I was 8 years old.
Damn.
So my first job was a taqueria. In Mexico, same thing, because we were in a bad neighborhood and bad area. There was 3 shifts of school because there was not enough school. So there was morning, afternoon, and night. And so in 3rd grade or 2nd grade, which is when I got my first job, I started doing school at night. So I did elementary from 7 till 11:30 at night. And so during the day, I have nothing to do. So I went and got a job. I used to get paid 25 pesos, which was nothing. It's still nothing today. It was even less back then.
How much is that to a dollar?
25. Well, right now it's barely $1. It's a little over $1. Back then it was even less. But it was 25 pesos a week. I will give my mom 20 pesos a week.
A week?
And I will give her 20 out of my 25. Because I don't know why, but I've always had this, we were talking about like, what's your calling? I just always had this feeling that I have to push my family along. So since I was little, I never felt like I belonged. I was always the weird kid in the neighborhood. It's funny because now going back to my cousins and stuff, we have conversations and we're like, remember we used to think you were weird? Well, all the stuff you were weird about is what you excel in life, right? I was the weird techie guy. I was the weird, like all that stuff is what I'm good at. Yeah. I'm still the same kid. It's just now I grew up and I learned how to make money with it. And so move forward. My grandmother, again, I've always had, I don't know if this is a flaw or if it's a good thing or not, but I really do have, even though I sometimes have an asshole face, I have a really tough time not doing the right thing, right? So I always do the right thing. Even in some cases, it's not the best thing for me.
Yeah.
So at the time my grandmother was dying, and it was my grandmother and my aunt that live in this tiny little town. And so I lived in a city. This whole story is in a city. Then I go to my grandfather's grandmother, my father's mom, which is my grandmother. She's dying, and it's just her and my aunt. They need help. I beg my mom to let me stay. I stay there. So I stay there for half of fourth grade and fifth grade. No, I take it back. I stayed there for half of fourth grade, and then she dies. She dies. My dad's about to get out of jail here in the States. Then I come to the States. So then in the States, I did half a year with my aunts because my dad was still in jail. He comes out of jail. I finish fourth grade. I do fifth grade. And then I go back to America. And the reason why that's important is because that's a common thing in my life. So like, I've first of all lived with a mom and no dad. My dad was very little in the picture. But then even with my mom, there was many years. So I left home when I was 16. And then I lived a year and a half in the States with my mom, with my dad, and a half a year with my grandmother.
Damn.
I really haven't been, if you really look at my life in that backwards, I haven't really had parents for that long. Like not in my core years.
Yeah. And
I raised myself in many ways. You know, not to say that my mom wasn't there. When she was there, but if you think about by the time I was 16 that I moved to the States, 2 out of those years, I was not with her already. Right? So, which is not already common. It's just part of, I think that's part of what it makes the way I am. I'm very analytical because you have to be when you're by yourself.
Oh, you have to step up.
Yeah, you have to. And I'm the oldest of my brothers. Yeah. So like, it's either I look out for them or nobody does.
Yeah.
So you have to kind of look at a different angle. So then I come to the States. I do half fourth grade and fifth grade. I go back, which that was it was a crazy thing because when I first came to the States, I was like, okay, I was right. There's something better than what I was living in. Right? Like, and I was young, but then shortly after, I go back to Mexico because my dad goes back to jail and I'm back in the same situation. The only problem is my mind's been unlocked now. So now it's hell. So now I go back and I fucking hate it. I'm like, I'm getting in trouble and my uncles and I'm around guys like Danny used to be when he grew up, like freaking big old guys that will beat you up for money, were fucking, drug dealers and that will rob you. Like all those people existed in my life. I'm used to those type of people. Those type of people don't intimidate me because I've been around those figures all my life. I've just learned how to be a useful individual around those people and it's never been an issue for me. That's why I have that personality because I'm used to that.
Yeah.
And so when I come back, one of my uncles is dealing drugs and I was like, well, what if I start selling for you? Now my mom didn't know this, so I then distributing just locally in the neighborhood. I'm not selling, I'm just dropping off. So I don't do any of the like hustle. My uncle just says, go drop this to this person, this to this person. My uncle Lalo, who's passed away. And so I go back and forth. And then around let's see, you fast forward, I'm working on and off. When I turned 16, I have a call from an uncle that I haven't talked to in many years. And he offers me a job in Reno. It's like, hey, you want to come and do maintenance? I'm 16, about to turn 17. I haven't talked to him in like 4 or 5 years. He calls me on Wednesday and he says, but if you want the job, I need you here working on Monday. And obviously there's no problem because I have papers, right? I'm born here and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But I'm 17 and I need to make a decision if I am leaving home.
Right.
Well, you don't know for how long, right?
Yeah.
And so me and my mom like didn't sleep that night. Sorry. And I just said, fuck it. Like,
Roll the dice.
yeah, roll the dice. Something has to change. So I left. That's crazy. I don't know what this is hitting me. So I left, and I was like, okay, let's do it. So he gets me a ticket. I land here. I land in LA on Saturday. I land in LA. There's an aunt that lives there, and then from LA I fly back on Sunday. And Sunday I'm in Reno. Monday morning I'm working, and I've never stopped working. Well, I take that back, with the exception of 1 month. This has been what, 23, 24 years since I've been here. 1 month I haven't worked. Everything else I've never stopped working. So I land in Reno. My uncle tells me what I need to do, and I'm in an apartment complex, and I'm supposed to be painting and doing this stuff. Now, I've always been good with my hands, but I didn't know the language. And so he puts me in this job where I'm supposed to be fixing stuff, and I'm just learning. I've always had an ability. If I open a piece of equipment, I might not know what it is, but you give me enough time, I'll get it running. Like, I don't know why, I just have that ability. And that's how I fucking learned. My uncle left on vacation, left me a charge of almost 400 units at 17, not speaking the language, and for 2 weeks. And I will be on call, so they will call me, and I didn't understand anything they were saying. But I knew numbers. I knew enough English. By middle school, they teach you some of that in Mexico. And I would just put my voice really fucking close, my ear to the answering service, and they have to tell me the number. And so they would say, blah, 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 827. Okay, it's an apartment 827. I understand that. Yeah. I will bring a giant garbage bag with everything that I can think of is emergency related. And then I will bring 2 bags of tools. Because if it's an emergency, somebody's going to point. And literally, dude, it was just people pointing, and I was like, oh, there's water coming out. I got to fix this. Or like this. It was just, wow. I just pretended. I met my wife there. We worked together. And she thought I was really quiet because I just pretended I was quiet, even though I am quiet normally, but I didn't tell anybody, like, I don't know this. I was just like, fuck it, fake it until you make it. And then, from there on, I moved, I came and visit, we actually came and visited her sister. I never liked Reno. It was better than what I had before, but I never liked it. And during that time, I was supporting my mom. So I was putting my brothers to private school. I was sending her money, to make sure she was so every 2 weeks she had at least half of my paycheck. I was making sure they were taken care of because that's what I was here for.
You were only 17, bro.
Oh, I'm 17.
That's like,
I'm 17.
Yeah, bro, that's rough.
And I knew that the next step was for me to get them here. So it took me many years to get them here. But now my mom is here. My 2 brothers are here. There's one that I just got them a visa, so they're gonna be able to come here with his family. And then we just have my mom's husband's visa pending, but that is just a goal of mine that has been a 20-year goal that I'm just about to reach. So then I come and visit somebody, my sister-in-law, here in California, and I fell in love with California. I was like, this is fucking awesome. Yeah. And there's a guy walking by in the apartment complex she lives in, and I start just talking to him. Some guy speaks Spanish, and he tells me how much they make here. I'm making $9 an hour over there. And I remember he's like, oh yeah, they start you at like $12 an hour. I was like, oh my God, that's so much money.
oh my God.
And so he's like, they're hiring. And I literally just go interview. I haven't talked to my girlfriend at the time. I didn't have any plans to move. I go interview. The interview goes well. They basically offered me the job. Yeah. And so on the drive back, we decide we're going to move. Like, we're tired of Reno. We're going to move. Fuck it. What do we got to lose? We only had 1 car because our car had broken down. The engine had blown up. On the way to Reno, I had a 1996 Chevy Lumina. Yep. Like one of those big old boats.
Yeah.
That I bought for $1,000. That transmission blew up. My only car.
Wow.
And we're moving in 2 weeks. We don't have credit cards. We don't have credit. And so I go back. I ask my uncle if he could just please co-sign for me. I get this car, a Nissan Xterra, which you knew. I got that for like 18 or 19% credit.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I think it was like California Max. Or something.
Yeah, they screw me on nothing, but that's the only people that were willing to give me a car.
Yeah.
We moved back. I get this job, and the job that I got was as a porter, which was cleaning toilets, painting, picking up garbage. You know, the bottom
Of the totem pole.
Yeah.
And I'm there for about a month, and there's no supervisor. Their maintenance technician is hurt, is on leave, and so basically they're short staffed. They're in a skeleton crew, and I'm just working the way I'm used to working. You know, I've always just worked until the work is done. Until I moved to California and started working for a bigger company, I understood like there's laws and all this stuff, right? I used to just work, what overtime? Like you just work. And so during that month, I do more work than their whole team has done in months, all of them together.
Damn.
I'm just working, but I'm working late.
Yeah.
I'm working like sometimes I'm staying until 9 o'clock. I don't know that I'm not supposed to, and that I'm supposed to clock in. And when they come back, after the supervisor's back, everybody's back. There's actually this cool story where I'm in an apartment. I'm helping this technician that was recently promoted renovate this apartment, and I'm kind of his assistant. They call him in the office, and he comes up back crying. But during the day, we were talking about how I had no money.
Wow.
Like I was telling him, like, because I was waiting for a paycheck. All the money I had was to pay for the first month of rent and for the deposit. And actually, we didn't even have money for gas. Erin was driving to work, and she was driving just at the speed limit with no AC. You know what I'm talking about. Because we didn't have money. We only had food, whatever was in the pantry.
Wow.
And so we're telling them, I don't have a credit card at the time. I don't have no credit. And so, I'll tell you why this is important. He goes to the office. He comes back crying. He's like, they just demoted me. And then they call me into the office. And I was like, fuck, what if they just demoted you? They're about to fire me. Like, I only been here 4 weeks.
Yeah.
And so I go in, and they're like, we like to promote you as a Tech 1, and we're going to give you a $3 raise. And I was like, what?
Yeah.
And later to find out is that they demoted him and they promoted me.
Yeah.
This guy who I met that day, and I've been telling my story, but here's the thing. At my last place, they provided me all the tools. I didn't own a tool at all. I've never owned a tool. And it's like, okay, if you want the job perfect, you can start as a Tech 1 in Monday, but you need to bring your own tools. So on Monday, show up with your own tools.
Yeah.
So I took the job. I didn't say nothing, right? Boom, perfect. I come back and I was like, yeah, but I think I'm gonna have to go back and tell them never mind because
I don't got tools.
I don't got tools, and it sounds like no tools is a deal maker. This guy gives me 2 bags with brand new DeWalt tools, like about $2,000 worth of tools.
Damn.
I just met the guy this morning, hands them to me and says, give them back to me when you can afford them.
Wow.
Wow, bro.
And I just took his job.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah, Ruben, still
Shout out to Ruben.
Shout out to Ruben.
Respect, bro.
Definitely give me a little bond. So, long story short, I've been with this company. I left for a little period. I've been back 18 years, but I've worked myself from being a groundskeeper to a Tech 1 to a Tech 2, Tech 3, supervisor, project manager, and I'm currently their director of facility operations for a large multifamily company.
Wow.
He started from the bottom of the apartment industry, and I tell this story all the time to a lot of maintenance guys. When I run into the guys that remind me of you, I'm like, he started down here, and now in the industry, he's all the way up here. I mean, this guy has grown, bro, right? And I always run into maintenance guys, man, and I always give you your flowers. Like, dude, if he can do it, bro, right, you can do it.
But there was a lot of roadblocks. So like I remember one of the first things is like you got to repair appliances. Well, the last place I was at, which is the first place, had brand new apartments. So the appliances, we never really messed with them too much.
Yeah.
So I had about 20 books. I had the books that were the how to repair appliances for dummies. Like for real, literally older line. I had anything that for repair appliances, I had books and I would just read them at night.
Self-taught.
And I will learn, and then my grammar was horrendous. I couldn't write or read that well. I've never been, I've learned my English in the streets. I've never been, educated.
Like I can't even tell.
Yeah. So I would write. I will have Erin. Thankfully, my wife. She's American. So I will tell her these are the common problems, the service requests that I see. Could you please write down the problem and the possible answer? And I will write it in Spanish, and she will write in English for me. And I literally carried 2 pages that were all folded up in one of my pockets always. Nobody knew. But I would just carry with me.
That's crazy.
And I would do my service request because I will get in trouble. If I just put on the service request done, my supervisor will get me in trouble. Like you have to document it, which makes sense. You have to document it for a good reason. And so I would just had my I had little ways of.
You figured it out.
Yeah, I've always been good. My analytical thinking has always helped me figure out I might not be able to do it the right way, but I'm still going to do it. And I'm still going to have the same result. I'm just going to figure out the way that it makes sense to me. And so every little leverage I had, the fact that I like tech, always, I was, YouTube and all of that, I was one of the first people that jumped onto that boat. Like as soon as YouTube was anything, before anybody knew anything about YouTube, I was already looking stuff up. And same thing, now with AI and stuff, I always just try to utilize my tools to try to make whatever shortcomings I have, then I use things to help me out. But yeah, in a nutshell, that's who I am.
I love it. I mean, I think it puts in perspective. I'm an immigrant background too, and a lot of time when I'm in a spot or a position, I always outwork everybody.
Yes.
And it's just it's just a different mindset because if you don't, you're starving.
Well, I think the one thing that. And then sometimes for people that meet me now and they see where I'm at, it's easy for you to think oh, it's easy or he's lucky or, he as a favorite and that's why he's getting promoted at work or whatever. But at the end of the day, I have a bottom that is so low that I never want to get back there. I don't want to be living in dirt floors again. So I have that as an experience. Even though you've seen me here today, I still have that memory, and I still live through that, and that's never gonna happen again. And that's why I do what I do, to make sure that that's not gonna happen to me again. And then my kids are never gonna experience that. I tell that to my kids all the time. It's my job is to make sure you don't even understand, because I tell them these stories to them. They're like, Dad, or you told me that story again. And I was it shouldn't make sense to you, because if I did my job, this should never make sense to you, because you're never going to be able to experience it.
100%.
I think when we look at somebody, we don't know what they've been through. And if you're able to understand that, it's like a deeper connection, overall. And for you to pick up yourself from your bootstrap, and it's how do you say it? A lot of people wouldn't survive in your shoes. I feel like when you were growing up, you didn't feel like you have a home because you keep moving.
No, I didn't. I've actually mapped it out with all the different places, because I told you, but I didn't go into every detail. There's a lot of details of different places I lived, and sometimes with my parents, sometimes without my parents, and that is really, I have social anxiety, and that's part of the root of the problem. Lately I've been thinking a lot, because as you get older and you're trying to grow, you're trying to, be better and have these things not control you anymore. So you have to go to the root of the problem, and it's okay, no wonder. I didn't have a dad. My mom was there, but she worked 16, 20, 18 hours a day.
That's insane.
Right? She worked 6 to 7 days a week. If she was off one day, it was... and so all these things is what makes me great, but it's also what has some of my blind spots that I just need to polish. And but it's also the reason why it's very important for me to be a good dad.
Okay, question for you. And this question like came from another podcast I had with someone that like was in prison for like 14 years and he said like for men the hardest thing is picking up the phone and asking for help.
Yeah.
How is that for you?
It's terrible.
Yeah.
Because I've never had anybody. I've never had the option. Right? So even, recently I've had conversations with Danny and Danny going through his stuff, and even after he's been through his stuff, I think we are better now. But we're still not where we should be as far as like, hey, dude, I'm dealing with stuff. Because to be honest, you don't want to be a burden.
Yeah.
Right? I've always felt like a burden.
I love.
And so like I don't want to be a burden to anybody, or if I'm feeling like shit, I don't want that energy to be passed on to anybody else. And so it makes it hard, because if I'm telling you something that I'm going through and you truly care about me, it should affect you.
Yeah, it will affect you.
Right?
Yeah.
And so when why I don't reach out sometimes, and I do this with my wife sometimes, and she gets on me and says, why didn't you tell me you were going through that? Is just because in order for me to actually share means that I have to also share this pain with you. And I just have a hard time doing that.
Yeah.
Right? But it's not healthy. I'm not saying that's the prescribed thing.
Right.
That's just kind of why sometimes it becomes hard.
I mean, like they told me like that phone felt like it's a 1,000-pound phone, you know?
It does. I mean, it's
and then
like,
when you look at it, it just like gets further. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
It feels like 1,000 pounds.
And it's also it's also the environment of living, right? So I lived around like weakness was your death. Like you could not show weakness.
Yeah.
Sharks in the water.
And so you might have not been told, and in some cases I was told by the adults in the room, but in most cases you were not. But it was the untold truth that you must hide being weak. You either are strong, but if you're weak, you hide it. So you're either strong or weak. Either way, you're pretending to be strong. And so you literally have, like, that's in my core. Like, there's things that I'm strong at that I feel confident in. There's things that I don't feel confident in, like the dark, okay? Imagine being scared of the dark in a neighborhood where there's no running water. Like, obviously, there's darkness everywhere. I used to walk from third grade about 1.5 miles at 11:30 at night.
That's crazy.
In the fucking dark.
Third grade?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's when I was doing, third grade at night.
Wow.
So if it's two things, is if I show that I'm afraid, that's my whole environment.
Yeah.
And also, then I will not be able to go outside. So it's like you suppress it. It's just the environment that you're in. You just live through it. That's why sometimes it's hard to relate to my kids, right? Because I have to catch myself all the time when I'm trying to teach them a lesson from my point of view. Because I need to be able to learn to be better at teaching them lessons from their point of view, because they're never gonna be able to see my point of view.
Yeah.
Not from my perspective, not from my life.
They could listen to it, but they won't feel it, you know?
They won't, because they're never gonna feel the feeling of not having enough, like knowing that there's not enough food for all of us. They're never gonna have that feeling.
Wow.
They're never gonna have the feeling of walking. I remember, so me and my cousin Omar, so the house next to us, which is a really good friend, was a good friend growing up, Danny Gutierrez, which we're not related, but we have the same last name. His house was the Cortico Rich house, right? Their parents were doing better. They actually had a little Datsun car. We didn't have a car. Having a car,
Nissan, right?
Yeah,
Nissan,
having a
old school.
car was never even in like my dreams. I was just having this conversation with my kid. When I was 14, I dream to have enough money to buy a used bicycle.
Oh wow. Ooh, that's
So it's
a little different.
Way different.
Yeah.
And so me and my cousin, we would, whenever our friends like, okay, sometimes you walk and you live in similar neighborhoods, or on the way home, we will pretend to go into his house because we were ashamed of where we live.
Oh.
And that's I think that's part of the other
I've done
thing.
that before.
Yeah, me too.
But that part I struggle with now as an adult.
Yeah.
It makes me ashamed that I was ashamed of that. If that makes any sense. Like it makes me feel icky when I think about it.
Yeah.
Like
You didn't know any better.
I didn't know any better, and I think it was a normal feeling to have as a teen.
Mm-hmm.
But it's one of those feelings that when you think about it, it just doesn't feel great. Mm-hmm. Like it's just like, okay.
Wow. That's crazy. I've done that before. Like,
Yeah, I mean-
going to a nice neighborhood.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Pretending you're from there. Like,
Yeah. Like in high school, everything.
especially there's like, you're walking with some girls. I don't want them to see me walk in that house.
Yeah.
So we will walk, and sometimes, especially if they were lingually, we will knock.
Oh,
And then the mom will answer like, "Oh, is Danny home?" And then we will start going in because she always invite us in.
Yeah.
And as soon as we left, never mind. Actually, we'll talk to him later.
I've been there before a few times.
I mean, to me, I like those. Those are like the best feeling. It's like kind of hilarious. Yeah. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
It's like, like I always like look at it from like a third party point of view, like a bird eyes point of view. I was like, look at this dude trying his best. You know what I'm talking about?
Right.
It's like kind of hilarious. Like I'm like I don't know. I just see things perspectively funny,
Yeah.
and I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't be ashamed. That's just like
No, I think no, I'm with you. It's one of those feelings that I can rationally think exactly how you're thinking, but for whatever reason, when I think back, that's not how I feel. It's just weird.
I think it's funny as hell. I think it's like
Yeah.
kind of like, damn, you got nothing. What are you willing to do?
That's why it's funny when my kid says, "I'm starving." You have never been starving
Yeah.
in your life.
You never have a clue what that
You gotta
feels
make your
like.
kid watch this podcast.
Yeah.
Drop a comment in below. So Danny.
Yes, sir.
So we got your story, and I want you to tell the audience, for people that are going through a hard time. I don't know if you guys are dealing with it, but there's like a recession or something going on right now,
Right.
and a lot of people are hurting, right? Just kind of take back to where you were in 2022 when you're going through all that stuff. What is the one thing that you want to share with people? That way they could want to reach out for help. Because a lot of people, like we said, it's the hardest thing for men to do. It's because of the ego.
Yeah.
What can you tell them to like help them move on their pain and actually reach out for help, and they could solve that problem?
Whew, that's a deep one, bro. They asked me that question, it was a couple months ago. And it's kind of, I don't want to say that it's hard for me to answer, because now, where I'm at now, I understand now that ego was a huge factor. And most men, 99.99% of men, right? We have some kind of ego problem, right? Where we're scared to ask for help, right? It's almost, just like a different kind of fear. So what I've learned now is the ego and fear is all made up in here, bro, right? Because we're worried about what people are going to think. How are they going to perceive me? How are they going to look at me? What is the world going to say about me? What is my wife going to say? What are my kids going to think, right? And we start going through this rabbit line. So we're so far into that where we don't know what's going to happen. So I guess where I'm trying to get at is no matter what state you're in, you have to understand that the only person coming to save you is you, right? No matter how deep that hole is, no matter how hot that fire is, right? No matter how scary that closet is, no matter how deep the trenches you're walking in, right? No one's coming to save you. The person that's going to come to save you, he's inside here and he's inside here. And you got to speak to him. There's God. There's you, yourself. You have to believe in yourself. You have to want to change, right? Because if you don't want to change, no one's going to help you change. And that's the one thing that I learned about my addictions, my abuses, the diseases I went through is there was no magic pill a doctor can give me. There was no Superman that was going to come and just wash me clean of this stuff. I had to do the work from inside out and understand that I was weak, understand that I went through a lot of trauma, understanding that masking all my issues with drugs was just making the problem even deeper. I was just putting a Band-Aid on the problem, but the real work is inside here, doing it inside here, right? You have to believe in yourself. You have to love yourself. You have to respect yourself. If you're going through it right now, the one thing I would recommend is make yourself uncomfortable and go work out. Pick up a book and start reading. Go to a church, right? Put the ego and the pride to the side and ask for help. Just ask for someone to listen to you. And I guarantee you, bro, you will start to shed that fucking weakness, what we call ego, right? That fear will start dropping. Right now, I can tell anyone right now, I don't fear anything. The only thing I fear is God, right? If I were to die right now, I tell you right now, I did everything powerful that I can from my second life to do something productively positive for society, for my family, my kids, and everyone that comes within 5 feet of me. It starts right here, and it starts right here.
Wow. Damn.
That's powerful.
I got no comebacks for that. That was really good. I feel like you pre-staged this.
You know, they asked me that, bro, and I
think you're just so passionate.
It's hard for me, bro, because like when I try to go back to what I was going through, bro. Like I was going through so many things, like, you know, being machismo around everybody. I ain't no punk. I ain't scared of nothing. I'm down to do whatever, bro.
So would you say that ego is just the symptom of fear then?
Yeah, honestly, probably yes, bro.
That's a good perspective, actually.
Right?
Honestly, bro,
like as you're saying, that's how I'm digesting it.
I was a scared rabbit, right? I was scared of my own thoughts. I was scared of the memories that would creep in.
But the ego protects you from thinking you're scared.
Yes.
It makes you temporarily confident, temporary.
Yes, but it's fake.
Yeah.
It's not real. You know, I can talk to another man that's going through it now.
Yeah.
And I can look deep into this dude's eyes and be like, you're a little bitch.
Yeah.
You don't fucking got it, bro.
Yeah.
I can see all this acting hard and muscles flaring up and no, bro. Yeah. I bet you if me and you were alone in a dark alley, and a fucking wolf came out, you'd be the first one to start running. And I tell you right now, I ain't gonna run because he's gonna catch up to me. I'm gonna fucking stand my ground. I'm gonna do whatever I can to protect myself. Right? And you, like, I have gotten that sense around other men, bro. Like, you can just tell, bro, like, that heart is not there. Right? That is just not there.
Someone's willing to die for it.
Yeah, bro. Like, and like now, like, I can honestly say, bro, like, I understand when men say, I will fall on the sword for my family. I will fall on the sword to do whatever I have to do to protect myself, my family, my tribe, my people, right? To protect what I'm doing right in this world. That's my purpose. My purpose makes me stronger. It makes me more confident, right? It makes me want to get better, not just for myself, but for everyone around me, bro. Right? I can't sit here in this room and tell you that I'm doing all this positive stuff and I turn around, close the door, and continue doing the negative stuff on the side.
But that's a lot of people, though.
Well, I know, but that's what I'm saying. It's fake.
Yeah.
Right? And that's what I'm trying to tell people. Like, you have to, it starts right here, bro. And being able to tell yourself where you suck at, what you need to do to get better, and how you need to do to get better. Like, 2 weeks ago, bro, for the first time, I climbed up Mount Diablo. Not even halfway up. Bro, my legs started cramping on me. My brain, right away, what did it start telling me? Quit. Give up right here. Start going back down the hill. It's okay, be a bitch, right? It's okay, fold right here,
Yeah.
right? But then you have to understand, right, that your body needs to control your mind. I mean, your mind needs to control your body.
It has
needs
more
to
power.
tell, hey, regardless of how you feel, you pick up one leg, you pick up the next one, you keep on moving, no matter how slow.
Because it's not your body that's failing.
No,
It's your mind.
it's your mind.
And that's why I think, working out in any capacity that you can do, making yourself uncomfortable that way, I think it 100% works, because it puts you in a different state of mind. During that time of pain suffer through workout of any kind, you don't have time to put the filter and pretend. You are who you are. So that has been helping in my journey a lot. I started, me and my wife, so my kids do jiu-jitsu, they've been doing it for 4 to 5 years. Me and my wife started it 2 years ago. And I remember telling him, like, especially in the first 6 months or so, like, I just feel like I can't fucking breathe. But it was my mind, because it still happens sometimes. The only difference is I'm able to be like, hey, it's like the weak part of me, the kid part of me that was scared comes out, and I'll have a fucking 230, 220 pound guy on top of me, and I can breathe, but I'm freaking out, because it's like, the being scared of the dark, the whole scenario. And then you start controlling it, and all the time you're breathing. It's like, okay, well, nothing's changed. You still have a motherfucker on top of you. It's just up here. So there's been a few times where literally it's almost like the whole world shuts down, and I have this guy, and I was like, I don't know what to do. And I start fucking having these, I literally start telling myself, there's no way, just tap. And it's like, because that's the easy out. It's like, and
it's easy out.
And taking drugs or committing, ending your life or all that stuff, that's tapping out. You're tapping out of life. That's the easy way. That's your mind saying, be weak, give in. You can think as the devil, you can think as whatever you want to think it is. That's not the easy way out. I've had a conversation with somebody recently about this, because Danny obviously has a really powerful story, and then you hear all these other stories of, like, you've been around a lot of people that have been in jail and stuff. And one of the things that is funny that I've been thinking a lot lately, not to like pat myself in the back and stuff, but it's like, there is something about also not getting into those issues. I grew up around.
I like that.
I grew up around. I had I was in rooms where everybody was doing drugs. I have a couple stories that I've told my wife of certain family members, which I don't want to say their names, but where I was there looking out for them. I was 14, in a house full of girls and drugs. You think the rest, right? Everything was available, and I chose not to. Multiple times. I've been in those situations. I've been in situations where my friends, end up committing a crime so they can get money, and I was the one that, when we're, okay, let's go do this. I love you guys, but I'm gonna walk away. I think this society nowadays, in this, oftentimes this culture of gurus, rewards a lot of that, which is good. I think it should be rewarded. If you were in that situation and you pull out of it, it should be rewarded. But I don't think it's highlighted enough, us that chose not to make that decision.
And had every opportunity
I like that. Right. That's a new perspective. I haven't heard of that yet.
Because
like, reward the people that's been doing the right thing the whole time.
When it's been presented, right? I mean, here's I'm gonna butcher this quote, but I heard it somewhere. Is like, when somebody says I'm peaceful. Well, if I say I'm peaceful, but I don't have the ability to kill any of you guys, I'm not peaceful. Right? I'm only peaceful if I can murder you guys with my own two hands. Like, I'm a professional fighter, and I choose not to. That is peace.
Yeah.
If you don't have that ability to do that, In other words, you don't have that option, then you're not choosing it. So for those that, because my story is not unique. There's people that grew up around this situation and we chose not to give in. I think that needs to be rewarded. And it needs to not rewarded, it needs to be highlighted, because I think both of the stories, the person that took part of it and then overcame it, and the people that didn't, I think those stories are important to tell because those can help different people.
Absolutely.
It gives the people that have been doing the right thing a voice.
Right.
You know what I'm talking about?
Bingo. I was just gonna say that.
I like that. Because I was like, that's pretty sick.
Absolutely, brother.
You know?
Absolutely.
I feel like I'm a combination of both of you guys, so I'm like this. Yeah. And I'm always jealous of like the friends that I know, like Angel.
Yeah.
I was like, man, you do that?
Yeah.
Like not miss?
Yeah.
Oh wow,
Yeah. And I think that's why it works though,
Yeah.
bro. You know, the yin and yang that we have together.
Yeah, I need
know?
to find my Angel, you know?
Yeah.
Oftentimes, I'm literally his angel on his ear, like, you shouldn't be doing that shit.
Don't do that, bro. Walk away.
Yeah. That's crazy.
And vice versa.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like don't take your casino winning to the strip club.
Yeah. Yeah. 100%, bro.
Or that's just me, you know,
You
it's just me.
100%.
But that is sick though. I like that because that's actually the first time I've heard somebody stood up for the people that's been doing it right the whole time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? I never heard of that before.
Yeah.
Like, that's so crazy though. That is like giving another audience a voice.
Well, it's like the gangster mentality is idolize. But what's more gangster than having the option and not doing it?
You never folded.
Just saying.
Absolutely. Deep, bro.
That is crazy. I mean, you guys gotta hit both audience. Your podcast will be big.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
It's going to be big.
It's going to be big.
Yeah.
Because it's like
Hey, we're just getting started.
It's only been 5-6 months.
Yeah.
Right?
All right.
And look, we're sitting down with you now, big dog.
Yeah.
And
We're only 32 episodes in.
You're teaching us, you've taught us a lot.
Really?
From day one when I met you, bro, I was like, bro, you were very generous. You were very outspoken. You came across respectful, helpful.
You're so positive. Dude.
Positive.
Your positive energy just glows.
And it's like, and I'm telling you, as soon as I left, I called him on the freeway, bro. I need you guys to meet.
Yeah.
This guy right here is great. And then look at this shit, bro. Yeah. Look at where we're at now, months later.
Because I've seen what positivity can
absolutely
where it could
dude.
take you.
Absolutely.
You know?
Yeah.
As long as I don't have to pay for the yacht, you know?
Yeah. We're gonna find a way to get one, big dog. We're gonna find a way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm turning the heater on because I'm getting cold.
Oh, you're getting cold? Nah, man, I'm always jealous of the people who just have it like together, like Angel, all the time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Not all the time.
Like,
I'm just saying.
sometimes I'm always like, man, I'm stretching here.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Jealous or inspired?
Oh, no. Like, just trying to make it, you know?
Yeah,
I'm like an
yeah.
island boy trying to make it. You know what I'm talking about? I don't get jealous of people anymore.
Yeah. No, hell no, bro. Never.
I used to, and it never served me. But that's why I did the run across America. That's why I was like, let me make sure I'll never be jealous of anybody ever again.
Absolutely.
You have to train your mind to shut that down immediately because that being jealous of people.
Yeah, replace a negative thought with a positive one.
Envy, and all of that is a natural, I think, way of thinking if you allow it. Mm-hmm. But you can train yourself to just knock that shit out.
Yeah, I think my mind was like, let me win so big that I can't never be jealous. Mm. So that was for the run across America. You know, because I had to put that ego away on that run, right? And I wish I could be more like Angel, actually.
Yeah.
But for me, I'm more like Danny, so I have to do that run in order to be like, whatever happened, happened. You know what I'm talking about?
Well, I have people all the time, especially we've been friends enough, and I've had people use our friendship as a try to offend me.
Really?
Right? Because Danny is the light of the party. Like, that's who he is. Uh-huh. But he's not taking any light from me. I'm who I need to be. I'm who I am. Like, I don't shine my light to be around him.
Yeah.
Neither is he.
Uh-huh.
But just because he's the light of the party and I like to kind of chill and just observe, I'm not toning myself down. Yeah. Like, we're just being us.
Yeah.
And like, I'm perfectly fine with him being him. Mm-hmm. And he, you know, he's never had a problem with me being me. Like, I have my weird fucking things that I am, and that's who I am. And if you don't like it, fuck off. Yeah. What do you got to do?
Man, you guys need a live stream all the time. This shit. You know what I'm talking about? Like the shit talk. I feel like the stuff you guys be saying between each other is kind of hilarious.
Yeah, bro. It's just, that's why I'm telling you, but that's why, like, when we started talking, like, it was just it was a different connection, bro. You know what I mean? Like, he understood me, I understood him. He was a low vibrating, I was high vibrating, and together it's like right here where we even kill each other.
But we had the thing in common we had is he had just moved from San Diego and he had huge goals in front of him, and me too. So at the time, I was a technician, and I remember telling him, "Oh, I'm gonna be a project manager."
Yep.
And I mean, my English was fucking terrible. Like, so at the time, it's like, how does it make sense?
Well, hold on. Before, damn, you just brought up a good point. I was just talking to Michelle about that shit. Mm-hmm. Like, what connected me to him was he was the first friend, a person or another man that shared his goals with me. Mm. I was always the guy in the neighborhood sharing my goals, and people would look at me like, "Fuck are you talking about, bro? Yeah. Owning a house? You know, owning a business? Yeah. You know, leaving the neighborhood? What the fuck are you talking about?" So I'm glad you brought that up, because I was trying to explain that. Like, he was one of the first guys that was also like, "Bro, I want to do the same shit, but I want to do it over here, and I want to grow, and I want to be in charge of these apartments and be the fucking man." I'm like, "Fuck yeah!" So at the same time, I'm pushing him, and he's pushing me. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Yeah.
That's good, because then like you see each other life like grow.
No, we've literally seen each other grow up financially, as fathers, as husbands, like as men. Like we've seen. We're definitely not the same people that we met 20 years ago. Like, we were just these fucking knuckleheads with big dreams.
With big dreams.
I'm telling you, I mean, I've seen it like with my own eyes. With, you know, I have 100-something clients. I've seen like how this right here can change. Yeah. And like, you guys can be the next big thing, you know.
Right on,
I could see you guys being on like Dr. Phil and shit. You know what I'm talking about?
That'd be fucking crazy, brother.
Right?
And you gonna be right there next to us, bro.
Yeah, we'll just be there, you know, saying some stuff, because I feel like we have a good like synergy wise.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because I would say the Danny side of me has to step up a lot of time, but I feel like I'm a combination of both of you guys, kind of. I wish I have like another partner. Yeah. But usually like the thing with me and partner is like, sometimes I just go too far, and I turn around and they're like, "Oh, I can't keep up." Yeah, yeah, you know, bro. With the demand, you know.
Yeah. Straight up.
Yeah, and I do everything too fast too. So you know.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with that, bro.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
It's just like I just need to find the right people.
Yeah.
But some people never find the right people. I'm totally okay with that too. So.
Yeah. But you're still young too. How old are you, bro?
I just turned 30.
Yeah, you're still young.
You're still super young.
Yeah, how old are you guys?
I'm 41.
I'm 30.
Man, on these legs. On these fucking legs, he's 30.
What is this?
44, bro.
God,
really?
You know what's coming.
Do that.
Oh my God,
bro.
that thing.
Hell yeah. You know what's crazy though, man? Like,
I got my heart jump a little bit.
Honestly though, bro, like, yeah, no, I'm good, bro. Thank you.
I'm good, thank you.
It's all about energy, though, bro.
Mm-hmm. Right? Energy, there's no age.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I've been around guys that are your age that are like fucking. There's no purpose. There's no drive. They're lazy. All they want to do is go home and play video games. Like, bro, you're 30 years old.
Yeah.
You know, and you're still living with your mom?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
And I don't get it, bro. Right? Yeah. It's like,
but I can't get a job.
All that shit. But what I'm saying is,
my last boss was an asshole.
To me,
they just have so many excuses.
To me, the real age is your energy, bro. Mm-hmm. Right? It's what you It's what you put out there. It's
100%.
what you're getting, what you're cultivating inside. And at the same time you're cultivating, you want to be cultivating next to the same people with your same energy, right? Because some of your cultivation comes here and my cultivation goes there, bro. And that's how we come. That's how we build these networks of the right energy, bro.
But that cultivation comes with work.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Right? So like you want to stay young, you got to work at staying young because I've been through periods of my life where like I'm kind of in a funk and I'm just this old fucking farty fucking man like because you allow yourself to get to that stage. You got to work at it and put yourself in that position constantly and rub shoulders with the younger people and understand where they're at and kind of instead of like close-minded you know, I love having conversations like just with my 14-year-old all the time, and sometimes I'm just listening to him and absorbing. I was like, okay, that's a different perspective, and that's how you stay young.
Okay, I got a couple like quick questions for you guys.
Yeah, shoot, baby.
You ready? You ready?
Let's go.
All right. Same question, but you guys both answer, right? Does money change people?
Money change people. You say it first.
Yes.
Why?
It changes the people. Okay, no. What I've seen is it brings, a lot of times it brings out who they really, really are. That makes sense?
Yeah.
And sometimes the sad part is it brings out that negative ego part, right? That I'm too good for you. I'm too smart for you. I don't want you around, right? Now get out of here. You're not beneficial for me no more. And honestly, that started to happen to me, right? Until I ran into the situation I ran into, right? And realized, right, before I was chasing the money. And then after what I went through, my purpose.
Yeah.
If I just chase my purpose, if I chase doing the right thing, treating people the right way, loving my people, the money's gonna follow me. As long as I'm doing the right thing. So to answer your question, yes. Yeah, bro. Sometimes it changes people for the bad and sometimes it changes people for the worse. So luckily for me, what everybody says about God is he will take one of the strongest men, break his ass down, tear his ass apart, humble his ass really fucking quick, because that's what he did to me. He humbled me. And that was his way to humble me. He let the devil step in, which was my ego, and tell me all this dumb shit, right? Made me feel bad, insecure. And what he did is he walked in that room and said, okay, now boy, now you understand. Get your ass up. You're gonna realize that you have two lives. Now you're gonna chase your purpose and do the right thing, bro.
Damn.
So I learned it the hard way. It brought out the worst in me. He broke that shit down and brought out the best in me. So yes.
I would agree with them, and I would just add that it does changes people, but it doesn't just change the people with the money. It changes the people in their perimeter, meaning like some people are gonna embrace it. Some people are gonna try to take advantage of it. Some people see them different, right? Because even with me, right, like financially, certainly if you compare to my family that lives in Mexico, I made it, right? Even though my goals are not even close to the beginning.
Yeah.
But sometimes you're perceived different because you are making different decisions that the money allows you to make. And even if it's a good decision. So it definitely changes people for the good or for the bad, but it's not just the people that have the money. It's the circle around them that they affect that it sometimes perceives them for the good or for the bad.
You know, bro, just jealousy that comes with it. There's animosity that comes with it, right? And if you're not smart enough to wing that shit off, that could also ruin.
I mean, I stopped loaning people to anybody in Mexico or in general, but I used to be the person that all my family would ask me for money. And, you know, not huge amounts, you know, but, you know, thousands.
You get tired of it. Yeah.
Thousands and thousands that never came back. First of all, I've never loaned any money that I expected to come back because I don't believe in that. I think if I'm loaning you money, it's because I have a trust in you and I'm basically giving it away, and if it comes back, it comes back. But it does start feeling like, okay, you know, you said that you couldn't pay your rent, but then I saw you went on vacation.
Yeah.
You know, you posted it on Facebook, or like you just had this expensive quinceañera that you didn't have. Like
I paid for it. Yeah.
And so the moment you start, actually, no, I don't want to do it, but I still, you know, I'm happy for you and I still want the best for you, you're an asshole. Mm-hmm. And so that's how, you know, I'm not changing.
Yeah.
But it changes other people.
A great question.
Yeah, because the thing is, like, I've seen it in real time, you know, with like my wealthier clients and the people around them. I always tell them, like, hey, that person right there, that one right there, that one right there, I've seen behind the scene, they're just using you.
Oh, be
I've
careful.
seen it.
Yeah.
And I've only been there for like a month.
Damn.
You know?
Yeah.
The moment you're dry, they bounce.
And you got that intuition too, bro.
I could
'cause you've
feel
been
it,
around. Yeah.
Because it happened to me before,
Yeah.
you know? And like, the world's not perfect. As you're on the rise, it's just like, you attract a lot of people. You don't know what their intention is. Like I even lost like $1 million deal because one of my team was like fucking up that relationship.
So, is that me, bro? I'm sorry. I think I'm maybe.
Oh.
Different snakes on different levels, brother.
Yeah.
Different snakes on different levels.
Yeah, and some people are just conniving and backstabbing, but also some people are just in different stages of their lives. That they haven't gotten to where they need to be, and
Yeah,
that doesn't mean you need to allow them in yours.
Yeah.
But that's the power too, though, bro. If honestly, like just your circle, being aware of your circle, who you talk to when you're talking to them, who you allow in your circle, bro.
Yeah.
Like to me, I got a very small circle, right? I'm dealing with a lot of money now, so I don't trust anyone. I don't trust anyone around me. I'll trust, but I'll verify. You know, I'll be very honest with you, bro. I'll trust you, but I'm still gonna check, right? Don't take it personal, right? But a lot of people, to speak into what you're saying too, is I don't know if they're naive or they think that they can trust everyone, right? But I learned just really quick from where I come from and being around a lot of money at a very young age, right? And watching how it can just slip out of their hands like butter, right? People patting them on the back, but at the same time, they're reaching around. You know what I'm saying? I've always, especially at this point in my life now, what I've learned, how I've been humbled, right? I got to be very aware and be very cautious of my circle and who I let in, right? I'm always one eye open, one eye over here, right? Making sure that everything you say matches with everything you do. And if it doesn't match, there's a problem there. That's an alarm for me.
Yeah.
You're telling me one thing, but you're doing something else. You can't be in my circle, bro. I don't roll with that shit.
Yeah.
If I tell you something, I'm going to execute what I'm telling you because that's my word. My word is my bond, right? Your circle. If I can give one advice to anyone on the come up, you are going to get as far as who's in your circle.
Well, and if you can't hold a person in your circle accountable, meaning like you can't be transparent and be like, you said you were supposed to do this and you didn't do that, you did this. If you can't have that conversation and be okay and be normal, that person doesn't need to be in your circle. Because the reality is that, you know, especially in business, there's gonna be things that, okay, well, I was gonna do this and something happened. As long as there's that communication and you guys can hold each, like, this is your job and you must do this because this is business and this is friendship. And if I can't hold you accountable and have that conversation, that's not a partnership you should have.
Yeah, I love you guys are like the two judges, you know? You know what I'm talking about? It's like
We've been doctors, judges. I'm liking this.
yeah.
Shit.
No, I mean, you guys see a show where like someone like proposed the idea and you're like, this is my perspective, and then you guys vote on it, you know?
That's where you come in, big
Yeah,
dog.
I'll be the veto, you know? But
Right on.
that's so cool. Like literally, I think like, I mean, I'm still a little bit jealous of you're doing everything right, like, you know what I'm talking about? But man, I mean, you guys have a good partnership going on.
Yeah.
And
Thank you.
I have like tons of. I wrote a list. I don't know
Yeah.
if you guys want to like kind of go over a couple.
Yeah, bro.
But one of the things is money. Next thing is obviously like loyalty.
Okay.
And I think we live in a world right now where it's like a lot of instant gratification.
Yeah.
Right? Like dating, jobs, partnerships, you know, like you always, you know, and sometimes like when you're in it, you feel like you're just like a consumable to another person. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
What is your guys' perspective on modern loyalty?
Well, I think first of all, for me, loyalty is everything, but modern loyalty is almost non-existent.
That's why I feel like it.
I mean, it's like you took the word right out of my mouth, bro.
I preach that so much to my boys, and you know, one of my biggest worries is to make sure they choose the right partner, and you know, it's not just about looks.
Yeah.
I mean, looks is the least of it, to be quite honest.
Yeah.
It's like loyalty in friendships, in business, in relationships is important. It's important. You know, I for one, I always if I'm your friend, if we're friends, I'm the loyalist. Like I put everything with like, so I use this term because I'm a Boy Scout, and the Boy Scouts, we shake our hands with our left hand. So it leaves your heart open.
Yeah.
Because if you're my friend, I don't need to put my show up.
Yeah.
And so that's how I treat relationships. But then same token, even though I don't say anything, I notice things. And the moment I realize that that's not giving back, then I start pulling back. That loyalty is no longer, it's like you have a contract with me when you become, and when you are part of a relationship with me, and the moment that you break that loyalty, then you rip that contract, and that gives me the freedom to just back up. I don't need to be loyal to me no more. But if you're loyal to me, I guarantee you're not gonna find a more loyal person. That is in my core. I have made mistakes. They have hurt my career. They have hurt my life because I'm loyal.
Yeah.
Like loyalty is everything to me. The problem with nowadays is that people don't have real conversations. They don't have real relationships. If you have a friendship that all you do is text back and forth and you never talk, because when I'm talking to him or to you or to anybody, you can be telling me the same thing in a text. But if I'm looking at you in the eyes and I see that there's something more, then I can be like when you were, the thing you were saying about him, he was holding 30% back. Will you be able to tell he was holding 30% back in a text?
No.
That happened because you saw his face, you saw his eyes, you saw it in his eyes that he was holding back. And so those real relationships need to happen. And it's the same thing. Yeah, it's better on FaceTime or whatever, but it's not the same. It's like when you're with somebody in person, you can feel their energy. You can see their energy. You can and so that's why the loyalty is hard, because you have these fake relationships that people are pretending you have real relationships. How can you be loyal to a fake friendship?
Well, I honestly, bro, but you got, that's a great question. But the one thing that I've learned about loyalty is a lot of people don't have too many life experiences to really understand what being loyal is.
That's true too.
Sauce.
Yeah.
Seriously.
You've never been tested.
Never been 100%, bro.
That's true.
100%. Like I'm a big advocate that every young boy should play football. And the reason why I say that is because it's not a one-man game. You have to depend on the guy next to you to do his job too, right? So how can I be loyal to you if I can't trust that you're going to do your job? I don't know what loyalty is at this point.
Yeah.
But the character building in that game for young men to come together, to understand each other, to help each other, to win together, to lose together, to get their ass kicked together. That's how you develop the understanding of loyalty, right? If I'm telling you, brother, I got your back, I'm going to do whatever I got to do to get your back. right? Don't worry about your 6, right? Because nothing's gonna happen to you, right? That's because you've been through that experience. You have life experience as a young man. And the problem with this fucking day and age, bro, is there's not too many people, even adults, that have been through the fucking mud to really understand.
Because we're making the world too safe.
You know,
even sports.
That's the problem, bro. Like, I've been through my shit, right? I've been fucked over, and unfortunately, I fucked over people too, right? I've done dirty shit. I'm not happy about it. I went through my ring. I went through my mud, right? And I really understand to grow what loyalty means. My wife has showed me loyalty. She could have left very easily, but she showed me I'm loyal to you, meaning I will fucking die here with you. I will watch your back. I will pick you up when you're crying, right? That's loyalty. I have every reason to run from you right now, but because I'm loyal, I'm gonna sit here with you while you're going through your shit. I'm never gonna leave your side, right? That's loyalty, going through that shit. A lot of people have never been through enough experience to understand what loyalty really means.
Wow.
But
Woo!
100%. That's
Bars, bro.
Yeah.
Drop the mic. Oh shit, it's over. God damn it. But you know, you dig what I'm saying.
No,
though?
I understand.
Yeah.
100%, bro.
That's a new perspective. Because they're not tested yet.
Not tested.
Not tested.
Not tested. That armor is so soft, right? Because the minute something hard comes, quit. I give up.
Yeah.
Right? So do you really want a person that's telling you, I'm behind you, I got your back, but has never been fucking battle tested?
Well, that's why people go to war, right? They're like friends for life.
Yeah.
Like you might not see each other, you know, and they're friends for life, because that's what more fucking loyalty to somebody that literally, if he's not watching your back, you're gonna get shot. Like it's
Yeah.
I think that's probably why loyalty is so strong with my character, because I grew up in a situation where you learn real quick who you depend on and who you don't depend on. Like as a kid, when I was 8 years old, I was very aware of which friends I could depend on, which ones I couldn't. I didn't have to say it.
It's
just
fast too, right?
you have no choice. You know, like when you're, you know, it's like the fights that we used to get in school and stuff is different than nowadays. Like we used to get into some fucking really
Real fight.
real fights.
Yeah, nowadays, I don't know.
You knew who had your back and who didn't. If you chose the wrong people, you're getting your ass kicked because it's like 20 against you.
Yeah.
So,
You know, one time we were in TJ partying, bro, right? And we had a bunch of friends from high school, and they would always, you know, like, my friends in high school were just different friends. They weren't friends from the street. They were friends from school, right? So long story short, you know, like, we'd go to party to Mexico all the time in Tijuana, and there was always fights, always somebody drunk. So one time we're leaving the club, and there's this big group of guys, right? There's about 10 of us and about 20 of them. And 5 of those guys in that group were drunk, pushing everyone that was coming, grabbing girls' asses, right? Yeah. And I was like, fucking, they were walking very slow. We're behind them. So I'm like, bro, it's already fucking 3 o'clock in the morning. I got to work in 2 hours, man. I got to go. So I told my friends, hey, we got to roll, bro. So we started going ahead of them. And then all of a sudden, one of those guys started bumping into one of my friends, and I turned around, and my friends were trying to get away from them, right? And then I started fighting with dudes, throwing guys, you know, arm wrestling, doing everything, right? And all of a sudden, I turned around, and all I saw was feet running, but 2 of my friends that were with me fighting, we were getting our asses kicked, right? Long story short, I get to my car. I'm fucking hot, bro. I just got my ass kicked, right? Get to my car, and they're all with me, right? And I'm like, I'm going to do the right thing. I'm going to get us across the border, but I'm crossing all these motherfuckers off of my list, bro.
yeah, fuck that shit.
You know what I'm saying? Like, again, bro, a lot of people don't understand loyalty because they've never been battle tested, bro.
That's a great perspective.
Right? Yeah. Until you're really battle tested with something in life, right? Where you create some kind of wisdom from your own experience and other people's experience, you will never understand loyalty.
Yeah.
So people throw out loyalty like it's a happy, common, you know, word. Oh, I'm loyal. Yeah. Really? Are you, bro?
Yeah.
How loyal are you?
Yeah. When times get tough.
Yeah. How loyal are you, bro? How loyal are you to me? right? A lot of people don't understand that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely crazy.
That's a tough one to deal with the
like that
youth
question.
because
Yeah, because
I'm gonna steal that one from you.
The thing
bro.
is, like, I'm loyal to like the people that helped me grow my business, even though they're going through tough times or whatever they're going through. I'm still there. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Like you can see,
100%. And you know, but
I'm not afraid to like.
I don't mean to get all church stuff on us, bro.
Yeah.
But after going through my stuff, I really understand. I understood even more what loyalty is because of what my wife did for me. Right?
That's powerful.
You know, I mean, I
get chills from that.
To that point, I understood loyalty, but what she showed me, she didn't tell me nothing, bro.
she lived it.
She lived it. She could have said,
a lot of people
you've been lying to me for years. You're fucking on drugs, and
nobody would have blamed her for it.
And nobody would have blamed her for it.
No,
But because
woman
she
is
told
a
me,
super strong woman.
she told me it's because I'm loyal to you. There is nothing that can come into this world that will break me from you.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's fucking loyalty, bro. And because of that is why I get up and fucking push harder for her and my kids. Because I know at home I have a loyal person that will fucking jump on a sword to make sure I breathe another day. That's loyalty.
And that's why it's important to choose the right partner.
Yeah.
God bless me with her, bro.
Yeah. Wait, did you buy her a car recently or something?
Yeah, bro. I bought her a GX. She just had an RX for 2 years, and
You upgraded.
I was like, you know what, girl? Fuck that. Let's take it in, trade it in, upgrade, girl. Let's get you one that we were scared to get 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Pull that trigger.
I love that.
I'll spoil her ass till till we both rot, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna make sure that woman has whatever she needs, right? I'm gonna make sure she has whatever she wants, right? I owe that shit to her, bro. She deserves the world, and it's my job to give it to her for what she did. She pulled me out of my mud, bro.
Yeah.
Quick story, bro. When I was, the one story that I really remember so vividly, I woke up one day, I think it was 2 weeks into my fucking detoxing. And I woke up 3 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning, crying. Like I literally saw the devil come up to me, and the whole room smelled like shit. And I woke up, and I'm fucking hitting her to wake up, and I'm literally in tears, I'm shaking. And I see him he comes from here and he goes to the other side of the room. It's a guy in a black suit. His eyes are cut behind his trench coat. He had a black hat. He had smoke coming out, and he was just staring at me, bro. Right? And I kept screaming and telling her that motherfucker's right there, and I'm crying. I'm crying, bro. All she did, bro, held on to me, and she told me, I will never leave you. I will never leave you, bro. You know what I mean? I was a 40-year-old grown-ass man crying like a little baby, right? Lost. And she wasn't ashamed. She knew I was going through something. You know, she didn't fucking run. She didn't curdle. She didn't flaw. That's fucking loyalty, bro. Yeah. And she doesn't throw it in my face. She's never brought it up. I'm the only one that brings it up. You know what I mean?
Proudly. Doesn't like talking about it.
Proudly, bro. Proud to know that that's the kind of person that I have in my life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's fucking loyalty.
Damn.
He's a lucky motherfucker.
I know. I'm like, damn.
$100 million couldn't replace that shit, bro.
Wow.
No, absolutely not.
Yeah. Well, I'm scared of money, so anyways.
Yeah,
I got exposed to fast money very fast.
Yeah. And that's scary too, bro.
Yeah.
That is very scary.
Yeah.
You know? Because when I tell you, when we started making money and all this money started coming in, it scared the piss out of me.
Yeah.
I know exactly what you're saying, bro.
Yeah. You're like, oh my God,
Yeah. And it's even worse if you don't have the right people around you, bro. You got the wrong people around you. What are they telling you now?
Yeah.
How we gonna spend it, bro?
The
What we
yes
gonna
man,
buy?
just, yeah.
Whatever you want, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was wild.
Crazy, brother.
All right. So next thing I think that's very important is sales and influence.
Woo!
Okay. because I'm only hitting stuff that's like important in life, right?
Absolutely.
And I think sales and influence is like
Zoom be fucking shooting darts, bro.
Yeah.
All right, let's go, baby.
I do enough podcasts still, and I the thing is like I didn't learn all this crazy shit
Yeah.
like 2 years ago, 3 years ago,
Yeah.
until I had like high level clients, and I'm like, oh my god, these guys know the universal truth, and they're using it to keep getting wealthier and wealthier. I'm like, how is God keep on blessing the same people? You know what I'm talking about?
Right.
I gotta
It's all
ask
about
you,
energy.
What is it to you?
Shit,
Is it their energy?
energy is one of them,
Yeah.
right? I think it's just like the way that they portray themselves, the way that they come about things, and they do everything with speed, right? But I don't know what it is. They just attract people to them effortlessly, right? Like a normal business owner will like, oh, I want to run an ad. I want people to come by for me. I'm entitled to the clients, whatever. But those people are not. It's just, I don't know what it is, but in all metrics of like regularness, they beat all that. People just come to them and want to give money. You know what I'm talking
But
about?
as what I think from an outside perspective, it looks that way. I can say, and I know he has a lot to say about sales because that's his passion.
Yeah.
So I met this guy, like I was saying, is like, he was selling to me, right? He's still fucking trying to sell something. Motherfucker always trying to sell something.
That's his.
I tell him sometimes because I know him well enough. Where it's like, why are you trying to sell me something, motherfucker?
just tell me what you want, bro.
But so
you can't stop selling. Once you're a salesman, you just can't. You're just like,
it's hard, bro.
like I love sales too. I can't stop selling.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? I even try to sell to all of my ex-girlfriends.
I've been on the.
You know what I'm talking about? They're like, oh, you want to hang out? I send them like a tip link, you know? You know what I'm talking about?
Hell yeah.
I'll show you. Hold on.
Hey, you're sending a link to give you a rating.
Yeah. Hold on.
How did I do?
I got to get my Google reviews up, bro.
Hold on. Let me see. Hold on. Yeah, it's a serious matter, you know? Oh, it's loading. Internet here is a little slow. See? Help Zune with a tip. $100, pay debt. $300, I really appreciate you. And custom tip, more love. And then when you click no tip, it goes to my landing page. You know? Book a free consultation.
That's hilarious.
You know what I'm talking about?
That's dope. Where'd you learn that from?
No, I just like, it's a meme. Like, I know my time's valuable, so
Absolutely.
I need a, before
right.
I didn't care too much, but now I starting to see it. I'm like, whoa, I could really change people's life.
Hell yeah.
You know?
Fuck yeah, bro.
So like, I've done it a bunch of time with my clients.
Yeah.
Yeah. And okay, let's talk about sales and power. I think put sales aside, it's just the power of influence.
Yeah. Well, I think they go together. I'll say my piece because I know he has a lot to say about it. So,
I don't even want to challenge in that arena.
well, that's like literally his life. So,
Yes.
so, but for me, being on this receiving end, because like part of my job is, so I run also the procurement department. So like literally I deal with hundreds, if not thousands of providers. And I have like my inbox, dude. I have people constantly calling me, constantly trying to sell me. And so I see all the thing. And also I'm very analytical and I don't have time for people's bullshit. I see right through, like, you should see me. I actually love fucking picking up, like, and you see me on some where people call me for, like, cold calling and shit. I fucking tear them apart. I destroy them. But the people that get to me, they're able, like him, they've been able to actually sell me on something.
Yeah.
Is because, first of all, a lot of it has to do with their energy. Energy has a lot to do with it.
100%.
And they're genuinely not pretending. They're not selling me the idea that you're going to fix something or do something for me. They're genuinely trying to eliminate or fix a problem or provide me something that's going to give me value. That makes a difference. So, in other words, if you are saying, well, if I make him think that I'm going to providing this value or eliminate this issue for him, that will make the sale. And he comes in and says, I think I can fix the problem for him. I'm the type of guy that I can see right through that. And I might not know exactly that that's the reality, but then I'm going to be attracted to this sale. And that's the difference that I see is like, and same thing, when I've been car shopping, I fucking hate car salesmen. Yeah. But I've met a few car salesmen where like, they're genuine. I come in and when I go car salesman, I go, listen, I literally every fucking hate is like, I hate car salesmen. Don't fucking approach me. I'm kind of going to come and approach you when I need you. If you approach me, I'm walking and buying a car somewhere else. That's just how I shop for cars. I don't like to talk to car salesmen. And when I'm ready, come in. And the people that have been able to sell me cars, they're genuinely be like, okay, tell me what you need. Okay, this is what you need.
Looking for?
Blah, blah, blah. This is what I want. I don't want any of this. They understand and they actually fix what I need. They genuinely just trying to do that because they are comfortable enough with their sales ability that they don't need to sell the product. They're just the grease between the wheels for me to get to the end of the road. Yeah. They're like trying to eliminate friction to get there. So I think the people that can convert that, at least from my perspective, that's what I see. I'm sure you have much to say about that.
There's different levels of sales too.
Yeah.
Oh, way so many different levels, bro.
I used to be a car salesman.
Nothing personal.
Nothing personal.
He's like, oh shit.
But there's different levels, right? I mean, I'm in the. I sell to like more high-end buyer now. Before, it was like that, but man, I don't know. Like the luxury game is different because they make you sell to them and put you on a wait list. You know, it's like a different scheme, but people fall for it.
Are you still doing car sales?
No.
Did I hear that? Oh, no. You're not.
I sold myself my own.
No,
car.
he's saying the luxury, like what he's doing right now, right?
Yeah. I sell like to high-end people, and they play a different game.
Yeah,
they sit on a wait list.
I'm sure, bro.
But yeah, I sold myself my own car too.
Yeah?
Yeah. Like the Honda, like I sold it to myself.
No shit.
I gave myself the best deal possible.
That's funny.
You know what I'm talking about?
I mean, at least you can
Seller and the buyer, baby. Let's go.
Yeah. I mean, it was the best rate.
Yeah, good shit.
But yeah, to you.
What was the question again?
Sales to influence.
Oh, man. Before I would ramble on about this, bro, and I've learned recently, like I always say, man, is sales is about energy, bro, right? How do you make people feel? How do you talk to people, right? You know, like the one thing I'm really good at is picking up energy, right? Like my sales and what I've done throughout my years, it doesn't happen on just one transaction. Right? I'm the kind of guy, okay, well, you tell me no right now, right? Yeah. I take all the information that you're giving me and then I go do my homework. How can I find a solution to what he's needing, right? Who is my competition? You do all that shit, right? But the one thing that's going to set you apart from everyone is your energy, how you make people feel, right? I can walk into a room, bro. I don't know how there's just some times where you call it magic, you call it intuition, right? Some people call it luck, right? But honestly, the one thing I've been able to tap into for a long, long time and then just gotten sharper and sharper and sharper is energy, bro. I walk in, I can talk to anyone. I can make someone smile. The minute I can make you smile is the minute I got you.
But you know,
I don't got you in a bad way, right? I got you where you're gonna give me that time to allow yourself to talk to me, right? And you're gonna figure out really quick that I'm not trying to make a sale. I'm looking for an opportunity to do business with you.
Yeah. But let me interrupt you real quick. The thing that he does so well, and I've known him forever, and he fucking started, is that he does that and he treats that person the same way no matter who it is. So if it's the groundskeeper or if it's the boss, he provides the energy the same to everybody. That matters. Yeah. Because in my situation, I've been in situations where I was a tech and the vendor came in and they wouldn't even fucking look at me. And then 4 years later, I'm the guy that's making the calls. No. Well, guess who I'm going to fucking call?
The guy that talked to you, bro. The cool dude.
It's so crazy because, I mean, really all about how you treat people. And I like that he played a long game,
Yeah.
you know? And tell me more. Like, I'm trying to learn as much sauce as I can.
Yeah, bro. It's on. You know, it's just it's the way you present yourself, bro. How you talk to people, right? If I can get someone to, my job. I'm a big Mexican with tattoos. My job is to disarm you. How can I get you to put your guns down and give me that opportunity? Just give me that 30-second window, and I'm gonna give you everything I have to give. You're gonna know everything about me, who I am, how hard I work, my wife, my kids, where I'm from, how I'm coming from, and you're gonna realize that what's in front of you is passion, right? I'm gonna give you something they can't offer, and it's this energy you have in front of you. Use this energy to help provide you with something that your property needs right now, right? You want someone who's gonna come in, who's gonna tell you what you want to hear, is gonna supply you with what you need. He says it's gonna get it done in 2 days and gets it done in 1 day, right? Sometimes I tell people, man, you know, over fucking sell and then come in even under that quicker, faster, more simpler, make it easy, right? A lot of my competition make things harder than it needs to be, and it doesn't need to be that hard, right? A lot of guys procrastinate, right? Urgency in the sales is very important, right? Urgency kills your competition. Speed kills your competition, right? If I can provide you with something tomorrow, right, and come in $300 more expensive versus the guy over here who can provide you in 2 weeks and be $100 less, right? Who are you gonna go with, right? I can get this shit done tomorrow. I'm a little bit more expensive, but I'm gonna get it done tomorrow. I'm gonna do it right. I'm gonna make sure you're happy. I'm gonna make sure your property's happy. On top of that, I'm gonna make sure the quality control on this work is subpar. I mean, above all, bro. You know, a lot of guys don't get that. I've been doing this for so many years, and there's times I walk into an office and I listening to guys do their sell, and it's like they're forcing it down their throat. They don't have no energy. They're flat. They're looking around the room. They're not confident, right? As soon as they say no, they're walking out the door, right? There's no handshake, right? Energy, how you make people feel, is the most important thing that you must have, right? If you don't have that power, you need to work on it. You need to develop it. You need to master it, right?
I love that.
So what I do, and really quick, I like to read a lot of books about psychology, human psychology, how the brain works, how people work. I like to read a lot of books on transactions, right? Negotiating, right? How money works, right? How to read people's energy, their vibe, their hands, right? If you shake a woman's hand, I'll tell you a trick right here. I deal with a lot of women. There's some women when you shake their hand and it's straight, like this, okay? Then there's some women you shake their hand, you put your hand out, and ultimately they force their hand on top of you.
Yeah.
Right? And then there's some women where you shake their hand and they're submissive, where you fold their hand. They come in under like that. Right? So I started to really pick that up. And what I noticed was the majority of the women, when you shake their hand and they ultimately want to be the aggressor, which means you can't fuck with her. Don't lie to her.
Yeah.
Don't bullshit her. Just tell her the fucking truth. She's not here for games. She's too busy. She has a lot of responsibility, right? She doesn't want to play no games. Boom. You shake the lady's hand who comes underneath, she's submissive, right? You can lie to her. You can tell her whatever. You can play with her head, right? She's not too confident in herself, right? Not all of them are like that. I'm not saying all of them, but some of them, right? And then the woman that comes in straight with you, right? She's the one that's going to give you the opportunity. You have my opportunity right now. Don't fuck it up. Sell it. What do you got? You know what I mean? She can go both ways. I can be the really cool bitch, or I can be, you know, the asshole.
Yeah.
Which one do you want? Now you have that window right there to do your job, right? I do sales all the time, and those are things throughout my 25 years that I learned. And then I start reading books, and then I read these books, and some of these people are telling you those are a lot of the tricks of the trade, right? I can't tell you the last book I read, But that was the one thing that changed a lot of the character of the person you're talking to. And the same thing with the man. You shake a man's hand, and it's man, if the homeboy comes in with that grip, right, and he's trying to break your hand too, and you're trying to break his hand, you're like, okay, he's a straight shooter, right? Don't waste my time. What do you got? Right? Versus the guy that comes in real soft, noodle hand, right? He's not too confident. He's kind of insecure, right? He'll listen to everything you have to say, right? Then you got the one guy who brings it in, he grabs you, he wants to feel your energy, you give him your energy, and he's all open books, man. Tell me what you got. You know what I mean? It's just a lot of little things like that. A lot of people don't pay attention to, right? Because they're not forcing themselves to educate. It's a lot more things than just walking in and just trying to bullshit one, right? So my sales, I like to do homework. I read podcasts, I read books, I do all this stuff. And then for 2 weeks, what I did the last 3 weeks now, I practice new things with people. I practice a new combination of words with people, right? I try to be really short with some people. I try to be long with some people, right? What I do is I get all the notes from my interaction. I'll write them all down, the name, the person, the time I talked to them. This is what I felt. This is how she shook hand, how he shook his hand. When I told them stories, were they looking up, trying to remember something, or they weren't giving me the time? I put all that in a paragraph, right? So the next time I come back in 2 months, I read the notes. Okay, this is what happened. This is what I have to adjust, and let's see if this works, right? And sometimes the shit works, and sometimes it doesn't. You know what I mean? But a lot of the sales guys out there, they don't do their homework.
No.
And they get told no, and to them it's like, oh, it's over.
No, and they come back and they do the same.
They do the same. There's no adjustment. There's no adjustment there, bro.
They're just hoping there's a different person who's gonna tell them yes.
Yeah. And it's at the end, with all that said, I said it again. It's energy, bro. How can you make someone feel within seconds, bro?
I love that.
Even when he says he doesn't rumble, he rumbles on.
Yeah, but the thing is, I think you're about to hit a level that you're not. It's gonna be like a paradigm shift, because you're used to selling without fame.
Yeah.
But now you're gonna get bigger on social media. It's like a way different dynamic.
Yeah.
You're gonna blow up.
Yeah, that's why I could feel, because you write all the notes, you do all this stuff, but then like when you get to a point where the inquiries never stops.
Yeah.
Now that's like it's gonna be another version of you.
Right.
It's gonna be different.
Yeah.
I just that's what I could see.
I feel it, bro.
But I could tell you already did everything in this level of sales that you could do. Like you're already breaking the ceiling. You're like making dents in it.
Yeah. And to me, it's a form of just keeping myself sharp.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Being ready for the next person that gives me the opportunity.
Because I could tell you're scratching, you're crawling
Yeah.
for the next level.
Yeah.
And the next one, it comes with fame. So it's a different dynamic.
So real quick, bro, right? 3 weeks ago when I first started to start kind of reintroducing new sales, right? Just doing homework. I call it homework, bro, right? And then my test is, let's go see if it works.
Yeah.
So the first property I walk into for the first time, right? I'm talking to this lady here and a lady here, right? And I walk in, I'm chopping it up. As soon as I walk in, I come in with a smile, and as soon as they smile back at me, I disarmed them. Okay, now you got 10, 20 seconds right here. Let's go. Right? So I start talking to them, and then the manager, she went back and she looked at me. She said, "Man, you look familiar." I was like, oh, I hope it's a good thing. Yeah. I hope it's a good thing. They start whenever I do that, they laugh. They're like, no. So I was like, so did you work somewhere else at another property? Do you recognize me from another property? Because I'm always going to different properties, right? And she's like, no, a podcast.
Yeah.
Right? And I'm like, oh, and right there, it's like what you're talking about right now is that's slowly starting to happen a lot.
Yeah.
Where like I go to different places and people are starting to recognize me, right? And simultaneously what's happening is I got a lot of people also reaching out to me for advice.
Yeah.
Right? For help. And that's like a new level for me.
That is gonna be.
Yeah.
I think for you, it's gonna be very fun because the moment of suicidal, that was meant to happen. And the second chance is gonna show in the second level.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate that.
Like, because it's gonna be, you already went to the darkness that they haven't went yet. That's why they're asking you to turn them around. You know, and yeah, it's gonna be fun for you. This stage,
Yeah.
I could already tell you're like gonna have a party.
We gonna have a party, bro.
You're gonna have a lot of how do you say it? It's like an adrenaline rush.
Yeah.
I don't know how to explain it, but it's pretty addictive too. Just, you know,
Yeah.
because a lot of people I work with, they're hyper successful what they do. They have like addictive personality,
Yeah.
and a lot of them tell me like, man, I'm just scared that like this fast money will end.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But it's like, yeah, they're making fast money, but it's like legal, you know. It's not illegal, you know.
Right.
So
Right.
yeah, that's so crazy. But I already felt like I'm pretty good at seeing people's future.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Let's
like,
go, bro.
You're gonna have a blast. You're like, what the heck? This is, I usually have to call people back.
Yeah. you know, and not to toot my own horn, bro. And I'm not doing that, but
Yeah.
like both the amount of experience and time and people that I've met and sacrifices, right, and doing a lot of work for free, showing people my loyalty, right, showing them that I'm a man of my word, right, being there, right. It's been over 20 years now, right. 9 years in business, but over 20 years in the same industry, servicing the same people. Both of my businesses right now, with the systems that we built, right, I don't have to do sales right now or anytime soon.
Yeah.
Right. The work is coming in simply word of mouth because of who I am and what I've done and how I've
You're
taken
just
care of
harvesting
people.
what you sowed
Right.
20 years ago.
So now what I do now is for me. I just want to keep myself sharp. Right. I want to make myself better. Right. Preparing myself, like you say, for that next level.
Yeah.
Right. The next individuals I meek, the next people. Right.
But that's what's gonna continue to make you great, and you're gonna continue to hit different ceilings because you have that mentality.
Yeah. Because it's
Because
like
you don't have to do it.
Yeah.
And because you are forcing yourself and putting yourself to that, you're gonna continue to grow, and you're gonna get where he says, and then you're gonna surpass that and get to a different level than that. 100%.
just think about like you sell, you know, like work contracting stuff like that. But thing is like when you could like look at the person across the room from you and you change their life. Like,
Yeah.
Like that's
a different level.
That's a different level of like fulfillment, you know, like and maybe not only one, maybe like hundreds or thousands, I don't know. Or more. Just think of that, Jake.
No, absolutely, bro. Like and you know, if I go back and I look at like, it's weird, bro, because when I announced to all my friends and customers who I made friends throughout my years, when I announced to them, hey, bro, I'm jumping.
Yeah.
And I hope that I've proven to you, right, that you know, you give me the opportunity to do business with me, right? And before I could even really go and start doing sales, the work just started flowing in.
Yeah.
Right? And then I would call people, man, how did you know I jumped the ship? I haven't even called you. He's like, man, bro, the word got around, bro. You know, since then till now in my life, I'm very grateful, bro, because all I've ever wanted to do was work hard and treat people right. You know, all I've ever been is paranoid that I was gonna stay stuck in Logan Heights my whole life and not being able to provide a life of this magnitude, right? I've always dreamed big, though. I've always wanted I always wanted everything, right?
The mansion.
I wanted the
jets.
mansion, the house, the palm trees, all the cars, right? I always wanted to. I always tell my wife, I want to put us in a position where we don't worry about money, right? Money's an afterthought, right? And I'm very grateful that the amount of time and hard work and effort that I put into my reputation, that it just flows like a river, bro, now. And when I opened up Ace, people found out that I was involved with the general contracting company, though. we went from 500,000 to 1 million, to 2 million, to 5 million, to 8 million, 10 million. It just keeps climbing, right? And it's like I'm not even having to go out there and knock on doors. It's just coming because we're doing something right. We've done something right through our years, bro. Right? And that's treating people good, doing the right thing, staying loyal, being a man of your word, right? And executing this shit and building a team, bro. Now we're just trying to build a system so we can start really multiplying every year, right?
Yeah. I think the next phase is like, maybe you're gonna coach people, so you gotta take a shower in between every person.
I've heard that one too, bro.
Yeah, because
I've heard that one.
yeah, I know a couple of coaches. They got like a pool and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, it was hella funny. He was like, I gotta hop in the hot tub between every high ticket clients because I just want to like take off their negative energy.
Yeah, bro. I've heard that though. That's so true, bro.
Because when people come to you with a problem, they also come to you with some darkness.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I was saying earlier. Like when you're trying to share something, that was exactly what I was trying to convey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking Mr. Miyagi there. Yeah.
Tai Chi.
Respect. Yeah. I appreciate you though. I appreciate those words. Thank you, man.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's gonna be crazy. I could tell.
Well, you're gonna help us navigate that, bro.
Yeah. That'll be fun though. I love for me, I love seeing a big transformation.
Yeah.
And it's like, because it's built up all over these years that you sacrifice.
Yeah.
Now you're getting recognized.
Yeah.
And all these years before was a test.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And the moment you get the recognition, it's just so cool. I've seen a lot of people, like a lot of, my typical clients, they do $500K a month, right? And I send them an invoice, they just pay in 2 seconds. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. But how do you say it? Like I don't know. They're just genuinely happy people.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah. And
grateful.
They're just living their best life. And I didn't come from that life, so I know what it's like on the other side. You know? And I'm like, wow. Why does God keep on blessing the same people? You're
doing something right.
They're doing something right. Yeah. I need to write a blueprint or something.
I was gonna say you should, bro.
Yeah, you're around all those people. You should definitely.
Yeah, I need to. I'm gonna sell that for $29.99.
Yeah. Well, it's just like Napoleon Hill. He interviewed all these really rich people.
Yeah.
Think big and grow rich, and that's kind of what you just said right now. Is what he did. He just went and interviewed all of them and walked with them and was in the same rooms with them and how they constructed business and negotiating, how they treated people, and he put it all into that book. That's honestly, to me.
You just need to take all your podcasts and throw them into a book.
You know what's funny? A lot of people, if you go back on my YouTube, just look at a podcast, go look up the people that I interviewed.
Yeah. No, I've seen a few, bro.
They're hella successful. And I'm and my same question every time is, why is the same people get blessed in every single year? Why is it always the same people,
Right.
And I think it's a lot of habits, you're talking
Would you also say that their work ethic?
Oh, they work like crazy.
Where they come from? It's to me, I tell, to me, what I see is it's a combination of things, right? So many different avenues, right? But the one thing that I see is work ethic, bro.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, I mean, we don't kill ourselves now, right? Because what got you here is not going to get you there. So what I've slowed down and what I'm coming to understand is I can't keep hustling. The hustler has to go so the businessman can grow.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a fucking shirt right there. Say that again.
The hustle man has to stop the hustle so the businessman can grow, right? And that's one thing I really started to fine tune, bro. And that's what I slowed down. I don't have to do the sales, but now I'm just really trying to dissect, preparing myself for that next level, right?
Scalability.
Where before I was knocking on every fucking door, paranoid. I need your business, man. It's like a crackhead. You got any more of those cheeseburgers, bro? You know what I'm saying? But now it's more like it's I can cherry pick.
Yeah.
Right. Hey, you know what? Before I would work so hard where I'd be so stressed out where I couldn't sleep at all. I mean, I still can't sleep much now, but I was overly stimulating the work ethic. I was literally waking up at 5, I was out the door at 6, and I was already on my phone. I was texting, I was emailing, I was calling, I was on Facebook, I was messaging on LinkedIn, and fuck, that are driving fucking, going fucking crazy, and then getting home, taking a quick shower, and then doing that till like 1 o'clock in the morning, going to sleep, waking up at 5, and doing it all over. I did it for 2 years, bro, Monday through Sunday, like fucking clockwork, right? What got me here, I can't keep doing that realistically, right? Because I can't get to that next level if I'm still working like that, right? And that's the one thing that I notice with a lot of people you interview is they get to that point where, okay, you hit that threshold where you really have to change. You have to change up what you're doing. You have to slow it down, dissect it, double down on what you're good at, right? The stuff you're not good at, hand it over to someone. So that's one less thing you're worried about, right? Stuff like that, dude.
Freaking no risk, no reward,
Man. Bro, don't let me talk. I'll talk forever, bro.
Yeah. All right, well, I got one more.
Yes, sir.
Two more questions.
Yeah,
Let me
let's do
check
it.
the notes I have right here. I've actually been going for pretty far. That's probably my longest podcast.
Is it a good one so far?
Oh, yeah, it's amazing. I wish I have hair. I left the window freaking open last night. I just fell asleep. I was like, man, hopefully I don't get sick from this.
Yeah.
That would be horrible. Oh, the list right here, business lessons.
Oh, shit.
You seen it? Look.
I love that, bro.
Look
at you,
I like
bro.
It. You're prepared.
Yeah. Your guys' questions from my podcast was freaking phenomenal.
Yeah, we learning from you. I think there's a few questions you're at. I'm like, you know what, bro? I think we need to step up our shit, dude.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Fucking Zune over here throwing some darts, bro. You just like,
It might seem like it, but it's because I'm genuinely interested in your story.
Curious.
Right? Because that's like my foundation. I had a list. I stopped the list after the 10th podcast because it was too rigid.
Yeah.
But then if I come with the approach of I'm genuinely interested in the story, then it's a lot better. Plus, I feel like if I get a lot of story, I get to live multiple lives, if that makes sense.
Ooh.
Like if I die, I'd be like, oh yeah, I lived like 10,000 lives.
No, I think that's one of the cool things that's happening through the podcast is we get to experience these people's.
That's exactly how I feel.
It's
how
so
he
cool.
just said that right now.
Yeah, it's like, especially like the best conversations we had on the podcast is when we're both very genuinely interested in this person and we're both asking questions that we're like, and they're telling us this sometimes intimate, sometimes like, very unique and stories they never said. And then after it's like a high.
Yeah.
Like, oh shit, we just lived a piece of this person's life.
Yeah, dude.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Even crazier when you can relate to them.
Yeah.
You can kind of put yourself in their perspective
Yeah.
of why they made those decisions the way they made it. Because you're putting yourself in their shoes and then understand like, holy shit, that's crazy.
Well, you also like shortcut yourself to wherever you need to go to as well.
Yeah.
But you're
that's
learning experiences without having to live them yourself.
What's the difference between a smart man and a wise man?
What's the difference?
A smart man learns from his mistakes.
Yeah.
A wise man learns from everybody's mistakes.
That's true. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'm telling you, I didn't like plan for all this.
Yeah.
Like I just walked to the mall one day trying to get a deal, and then boom, that thing it snowballed all the way up to here. Like I didn't plan for it.
That's where everything is directed by God, bro.
Oh, I got so many right here. All right. So, probably two more questions. A lot of people, they want to start their business. They want to live their dream life. They want all of this, right? Out of like 100 people, I'll say like 80% want, 20% do, and 1% succeed. Okay. So the quote is, "It's never the right time." And I've experienced this every time I jump a level. Every time I get a call from like high level person, they're like, "Hey, I need you to do this," and I'm like, "Oh my God, I just worked the last like 16 hours, But this is gonna put me in a different level," and I take that, and I'm just like cracked out, no sleep. But it always does every single time, right? So for those people that wants to start their own business, start their own journey, self-development, whatever it is, it's never the right time. What can you tell them to actually go out and take action? So you first and then you.
Woo! I love that question, bro. I love that. I'll try to make this one short. No, I'm serious because you one thing you have to understand, and there's one thing that when I decided to burn the ships, and I've said it on many podcasts, you have to believe in yourself. You have to. If you don't believe in you, nobody else is going to believe in you. That's one. Two, opportunities don't come every day. Doesn't matter how tired you are. It doesn't matter how sick you are. It doesn't matter how exhausted you are. If an opportunity of a lifetime is knocking on your fucking door, kick that motherfucking door wide open and go after it. Do whatever you got to do. If you don't even know how to do it, tell them you know how to do it and fucking figure it out overnight. But that is going to make the difference from you and them. Believe in yourself and take advantage of every fucking opportunity that you have. Bam.
I don't know if I can do much better than that, but
Just saying.
I would say 100%. You have to believe in yourself, and yes, you gotta do it. The opportunities, I think they just travel to space, and if you're coming across one, you either take it, and you might not see it again. But when you take the action, you have to do it with intention. So if you had the 16-hour day, or you're doing something that you're saying yes, but you're not actually sure if you're ready. If you're not doing it with intention, you're not gonna have the outcome. You're not gonna be one of those 1%ers that made it through. If you have the intention and the belief in yourself, you will make it through. I've taken, job promotions that I was not ready for. I didn't even fucking speak the language, but I did it with intention. And intention, it wasn't just me believing in my head, because the fight's in your head first, is the intention was also the action that I was doing with that intention. Buying those books. Because I knew that I didn't have everything that I was promising, but I was gonna do it with intention. So I was doing everything to make sure that my intention was to succeed, and I did. So you have to make sure that you believe in yourself truly inside, and then you're just intentional about it and make it happen. I don't know how many gambles I've taken in my life, down to this podcast.
Yeah.
Where, it feels great when we have people like yourself and other people that are knowledgeable in the industry that have come in. We've had a fucking Grammy-nominated producer and come in and congratulate us about like our production here. But the reality is that I didn't know any of this shit going into it. We didn't know anything into it going in. We just said, fuck it, let's do it. And our intention was, we're gonna do it right. Because we tested it, it wasn't what we wanted, what we intended. And the moment we were like clear, like this is what we want, this is the intention, we're gonna go all in, it started working out. And now we get these people, 32 episodes in, people telling us like, congratulations, you guys doing it right, you're doing the right thing. We're doing it with intention. I think that's why it's working. Yeah. And all the learning, we're learning on the go. Literally, I learn something every episode.
Wow.
Every episode, we turn it up a little bit. So.
And look it, we're sitting with you, big dog.
Oh, I'm learning the game too, man. That's crazy because do you know like 80% of the podcasts don't make it past their like 10th episode?
I know.
Like you just Google stat. I don't know if it's exact, but yeah, it's like most podcasts don't make it past the 10th episode.
Shout out to you too, brother.
Yeah. Like the thing is, once you get past that and you keep going, it could be small one day, the next week, it goes into like a compound effect or like a lottery stats, All right, so last question, and I'll let you guys close out. If you were to die today, right, what would your one message be to the world?
Ooh. Oh, bro. How can I make this a short? It's crazy because my brain just started.
I'm in the same boat. I'm glad I'm second.
Honestly, man. Fuck, bro, that's a hell of a question. We've asked that question to people, but we don't.
It's hard when you're on the other side.
I want to answer this the right way, bro. All right. The good that you put out in this world will come back to you 1,000 times bigger. Treat people with respect. Treat people with kindness, caring, and giving. Always be willing to help. There's people out there that need help, right? Be giving with your money, helpful with your money. If you're married and you have kids, treat your spouse so great that it sets the example and the bar for your kids, because the better you treat your spouse, the better kids you raise, and from there they create a level of love to their friends and to the people around them. That's how we change the world. Be a person of your word. If you tell someone you love them, mean that shit. Respect yourself. And ultimately, develop a relationship with God, because He's the truth. He's the way. He's everything that makes this world go round. He's inside you. He's outside you. He's that person across from you. He's that tree on the side. He's that butterfly listening to you, flying around you. Develop a relationship with God.
It's beautiful.
Top that, bro.
No, honestly, I think for me it's similar, is love each other. Love your kids, man. I mean, kids need your love more than you realize it. I think you really need to think back. Oftentimes, it's easy to get caught up on the rat race. And listen, money's important. Money's important because that's the world that we live in, right? Money is important to me because it eliminates a worry, but it's not the goal for me. What is important is for me to have good memories with my kids, with my spouse, with my circle. Money just happens to be a vehicle to make those things happen sometimes. But on the rat race, for me specifically, I rather have less money than sacrifice my family. That is the most important thing to me in the world. And so I think if we could all become better parents, we can have a better world. Like, without getting political, there's all these different political things going on, and everybody can take a side. At the end of the day, you can't change what's happening in the other side of the world. You can have an opinion of it, but you can change the kids that are living next to you, the kids that you are raising. You can make them as strong individuals. You can, you don't need to grow up and then work on yourself. That is not how it's supposed to be. That is how we have to do it, because we did not have the tools or the adults in our life to offer enough care, support in our lives. And this is why we're having to do the work when we're in our 30s and our 40s. If you can just love your kids and be understanding, it doesn't mean give them a free ride. It doesn't, and because part of love doesn't mean give them everything they want. Love is give them what they need to be successful. And that sometimes means you're gonna give them tough situations so they can learn a lesson. So love them in the true full meaning of the word. If I let you be weak and I let you be less than your maximum potential, that's not me loving you. So when I say love, truly love each other. That's.
Wow. I like that you said, like, that way you don't have to re-heal at 30 and 40.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's some deep stuff, man. That's some thinking right there. Okay, so before we close out, tell people where they could find you guys and a little bit about your podcast. This is you guys' studio, actually. Yeah. So, I think you guys are going to open it up to the public sometime soon.
Well, you can find the Roots of Ambition at the Roots of Ambition on all social platforms at the same as the Roots of Ambition. You can also find us online on the rootsofambition.com, and that will get us through all our social media. You can find me at A. Gutierrez on Instagram and Facebook. And watch our episodes. We post a clip every day, and we post an episode every week. So follow us, send us a comment. We love the comments. We read them all.
But back to what he said, though, we're going to open this up to the public if they want to rent the room for their podcast.
Yes. Yeah. So also, this was an example of what we can do. So if you just want a space because you want to start a podcast, or you just have you want highlight your story for your business, whatever that is, we can help you. We have everything set up. I know we know from experience how hard it is to, like, oh my God, how do I start? Well, you don't have to worry. We got to figure out for you. You can just come in and rent the space for us. Or if you want us to interview you and highlight your story, we can do that for you. We have different plans for different situations. So reach out to us, send us a comment, a DM, and we'll give you all the offerings that we have.
Hey, let's go.
Perfect.
Hey guys, this is Danny Garcia, president of Ace Renovations, Inc. We're a general contractor in the Bay Area, Sacramento, eventually all of California. I'm telling you right now, I see it. It's going to happen. Stay tuned. Ace Renovations, Inc. on Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, and LinkedIn. I'm also the president for Alliance Bath Reglazing. We reglaze your tub. Why replace reglaze? All right, instead of ripping out your bathtub, we can paint your bathtub to make it look brand new again. Call me, I'm your guy, 925-679-7532, alliancebath.com. You can find us on all social media platforms, LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, and ultimately my own Instagram, Danny_burn_the_ships_G on Instagram. Follow me. I like to update my days. I like to talk motivational stuff, share experiences, take pictures of where I'm at, who I met, and who I'm making fun with or making fun of. Follow me, I'm your guy.
All right, guys, thank you so much for enjoying this episode with us. This is probably one of our best podcasts yet so far. And thank you guys for being a part of it.
This was
Thank
awesome.
you.
And on to the next episode. Thank you.
Let's go,
Thank
baby.
you.
All right, that's
Burn the
pretty much it.
ships.
This was awesome, dude.
Yeah.
It was a lot different.